where is that place and where can we visit. Don't worry, I've got you covered. I just need you to feast your eyes for a minute to look at the pictures, because it is very important to look at how the place looks before we even get to visit it. Right, so today we are highlighting the Bakone Malapa Open Air Museum. That is near Polokwane. It is a living showcase of Northern Soto culture. It features reconstructed traditional homesteads that immerse visitors in the daily life, history, and practices of the Bakone people, descendants of the Bakone Bamatlala Ataba clan from the 17th century. The museum highlights indigenous crafts, food preparation, and storytelling, offering guided tours that bring to life the heritage of the Northern Soto subgroup in an engaging, family-friendly environment. So that is the place that you need to go and visit and just enjoy the history of what the place has to bring. So I hope that was helpful enough for you to get through and enjoy what that place has to do. And of course, you can check them out on Google by just searching Bakone, and then you will get all of the activities that you will do whenever you are visiting the places. So I hope that information was much helpful. That's all for your picture of the day. What we're gonna do right now is to take a short break, and then we come back with the news, sports headlines. So please don't switch the dial.
What's up, fam? You chilling with your boy Moketi Maimane, aka Max for maximum temperature. I am the son of Mother Nature. Let's go.
My name is Naomi P.
Hang out with myself, the one and only MOOCEE List. My name is Musi List.
Once again, a very good morning. Let us fill you in with your latest news headline. Starting off with your first headline, Ramaphosa warns army use requires careful consideration. President Cyril Ramaphosa is weighing army deployment to gang violence hotspots, but cautions that soldiers trained to shoot to kill must only be used with careful consideration. He emphasized this during the ANC-NEC Lekgotla, highlighting the gravity of such a decision and the need for restraint. On your next headline, a family hopeful after a Bakkie tragedy. One man recovered. The family of businessman New Ali New remains hopeful after his Bakkie was recovered from the flooded Zinzi River in Limpopo. Though he has been missing since January 17th, New and a passenger were swept away when the vehicle was overcome by rising waters. His brother Abdullah Robel Jessa expressed gratitude to authorities for their ongoing support and daily search efforts. Police confirmed no bodies were found in the vehicle and said the search operation will continue until the missing person are located. On your last news headline, Action SA set to reveal merger with two parties. Action SA will announce a merger with two political parties as part of its plan to consolidate the opposition ahead of the upcoming local government election. Spokesperson Matthew George said the move aims to build a credible, united alternative to challenge establishment parties. The announcement will be led by Herman Mashaba and other senior leaders, though the identities of the merging parties remain unclear. Action SA support has declined since its 2021 local election peak, but it continues to hold 44 Johannesburg council seats and recently absorbed a forum for service delivery to strengthen its base. That's all for your news headline. Now heading over to your sports headlines, starting off with football news. Chiefs bag their first CAF Confederation victory. Kaizer Chiefs end their first CAF Confederation Cup win of the season with a hard-fought 1-0 victory over Zesco United in Zambia. Pule Modi's early header secured a decisive goal, while Chiefs control much of the first half but struggled to convert further chances. Zesco applied heavy pressure in the second half, creating several set-piece opportunities, yet the Soweto Giants held firm defensively to preserve their lead. The results left Chiefs to 4 points in Group D, level with Zamalek after 3 matches. Heading over to your women's sports news, Banyana are eyeing a spot in the 2027 FIFA World Cup. Banyana aim to qualify for their third FIFA Women's World Cup through the 2026 WAFCON, which doubles as a qualifier. Drawn in Group B with Tanzania, Burkina Faso and Ivory Coast, Captain Dlamini stressed preparation and mindset as key to advancing. Reflecting on last year's semi-final exit, she cited Gabriela Salgado's injury as the emotional turning point that derailed their title defense. Heading over to your rugby news, Sharks make a statement with emphatic Cape Town winner. The Hollywood-based Sharks ended their URC drought in Cape Town with a commanding 30-19 win over the Stormers. JP Peterson's side scored 4 tries through Jason Jenkins, Jaco Williams, Pepsi Buthelezi and Andre Estazen, while Jordan Hendricks added points with penalties and conversions. The Sharks' disciplined, no-nonsense approach exposed the Stormers' errors and passive defense, with Easton Hazen and Buthelezi stand-out performers. Despite late pressure and a penalty try, the Stormers' poor line-out and lack of composure cost them. The Sharks secured full log points ahead of the Durban rematch. That's all for now. Stay tuned for more sports and news updates throughout the show. Don't forget to share your thoughts on these headlines with us on social media using the hashtag Vuga Breakfast Show and send us your voice note on 0604933226. Now let's get into your roads with your latest traffic update. If you're in KZN driving through the roads, this is what you need to expect. On the N2 between the Kwamashu interchange and Umdloti interchange, roadworks are underway with bi-directional traffic and restricted lanes. Please approach with caution. And on the N3 northbound, just before Peter Brown Drive, on the right lane is closed due to the ongoing road works. Expect delays and drive carefully. If you're in Gauteng, this is what you need to expect. There is a protest on the N12 eastbound at the Putfontein on-ramp, affecting both the on-ramp and off-ramp. Traffic is moving slowly. Stay alert in that area. Good news if you're on the N1 northbound at Allendale Road, the earlier crash has been cleared and traffic is returning to normal. That's all for your traffic. That's all we have for your traffic. If you happen to be on the road and you want to share your traffic headlines, please do make sure you use the hashtag Vuga Breakfast Show or send us a voice note on 0604933226. For now, all I needed to do is to buckle up, and this is your latest weather update.
And of course, it's a time to get locked in on this beautiful and a great Monday morning on the Vuga Breakfast Show. It's not just a great morning, but it is a sunny morning around Johannesburg in Soweto. 23 minutes past 7, it is the time, and it is that time of your energetic start to your day, accompanied by a daily dose of positivity. Remember to follow us on all social media platforms. We are Vuga Breakfast Show on Instagram, Facebook, and also TikTok. You can also subscribe on our YouTube channel, which is the Vuga Breakfast Show. Share together with your friends and families, and let your friends share with their friends, and let them know that the best breakfast show is live and get and of course, it's ready to get the things going. Of course, starting this beautiful Monday, yes, we are going to get rid of the slump, but also it comes with the weekend highlights in terms of what happened. What were you up to during the weekend? Right, to talk to us, the WhatsApp line is open for calls and for voice note 0604933226. That is the number that you can send your voice note on, right, and call us. Not forgetting that we are also streaming live on Underground Radio. If you wanted to enhance your experience of listening to us, you can simply download the Underground Radio app. If you are on iOS, you can quickly go to App Store, and if you're on Android, you can just head over to Play Store and download the Underground Radio app. And also, if you want to listen through a website, it's Underground Radio dbn.co.za. Right, ready to kickstart things on this beautiful morning with of course our weather update. Yes, you have been seeing it on your screen, but for someone who is listening, let me just take you through on what you need to expect across the day. Right, starting off, of course, with Johannesburg. If you're in Joburg, it is 17 degrees Celsius, and there is going to be light rain, so do make sure that you carry an umbrella to protect yourself from the rain. Heading over to Cape Town, it's going to feel like 20 degrees Celsius with some clear skies. And then in Durban, 25 degrees Celsius with some broken clouds. And in Pretoria, you're going to be experiencing 20 degrees Celsius with some clear sky. If you're in Bloemfontein, you should expect 22 degrees Celsius with some clear skies. And right here in Soweto, it is 18 degrees Celsius with some clear skies. If you're in Calais, it's 19 degrees Celsius with some clear skies. That's all we have, of course, with your weather update. If anything happens and anything come across with some update that you need to know, we will come through and let you know what is it that you should expect in terms of the weather changing. And not forgetting, for the people who are always looking at the markets and the trends, of course, we want to know how is the rand doing against other currencies out there. As for today, January 26th, 2026, this is how the rand is trading against other currencies out there. On the first one, the US dollar. The rand is currently trading at 16 rands 15 cents. And heading over to your Great British pounds, it is currently trading at 21 rands 84 cents. And then when you head over to the euro, it's 18 rands 96 cents. And then on the Japanese yen, it's 10 cents. Then Australian dollar, the rand is currently trading at 11 rand 8 cents. And the Chinese yuan, the rand is currently trading at 2 rand 32 cents. And then heading over to your commodities, when you look at gold is currently at 43,500 rand. And then your Brent crude oil is currently at 1,550 rand. And then when you look at Bitcoin right there, it's currently at 1,250,000 rand. That's all we have for your market rate for this morning, January 26th. We will come back, of course, with the newly developed market trends. Same time, same place tomorrow morning. Right, 27 minutes past 7. It is the time. It's time to log in with us and have this beautiful Monday morning. Checking in. How are you doing? What are you doing? What are you planning? This is the last week of Jan. It has been good. It has been tragic. We have received bad news. We have received good news. But of course, we need to carry good news to February next month, as this is the last week. But how are you doing? My name is Moketi Meman. I'm happy to be with you throughout. Talk to us, let us engage on all social media platforms. But you know that Dream Team, why do I always mess this up? Why do I really always mess this up? But let me just check in on the one and only Mr. who is joining me right here. Very good morning, my good sir. How are you doing?
Hey, Mr. Mo.
Yeah.
How's it going, man?
Good, man.
Not too bad on myself. Not too bad on my side as well. I don't know. I'm not tired.
Yeah.
I am hungry,
Okay.
So I think we should
hungry for success.
There is that, but I'm hungry physically, like a literal, actual hunger. And it's as if I slept without eating, but I actually did, and I slept. I feel like I slept enough last night.
Yeah.
And I'm good to go, man. I'm here. But yeah, we're starting off on a brand new week, the last week of January, like you mentioned. And I'm excited. Good morning. Hi. How are you doing, man? I hope you are having a great one thus far. Because this is where radio meets TV, only and exclusively on the Vuga Breakfast Show. And you know that you're always spending some great quality time with myself, the one and only MOOCEE Mist. My name is Musi Mist. I'm happy, I'm excited, and I'm looking forward to being both in your presence and in your company on this lovely, warm, sunny last Monday of January, the 26th of January. Last Monday of January, yeah, I'm right?
Yeah.
The 26th of January 2025. This is where, because Mondays are where momentum begin, I believe, anyway. And I'm hoping that you and I and Mr. B and Mo are going to have a great energy exchange. How you and the rest of us can get in touch with each other is by you using the hashtag Vuga Breakfast Show. So that's Vuga Breakfast Show on Facebook and all other social media platforms, but it needs not end there. It also continues on our WhatsApp line. Dial the number 060-493-3226. That's 060-493-3226. Comment, like, subscribe, and do the things that are necessary to be done so that you and I, Mr. Mo and Mr. B, can keep on sharing our thoughts, our opinions, and everything else in between. Look, it still continues where the interaction takes place also on our website. I almost messed it up there. Where you can use the URL vugadaily.co.za. That's www.vugadaily.co.za. Like Mo said, we're also live on the Underground Radio DBN streams. So that's where we can also meet on the airwaves. Be sure to download the app so that you don't miss any moment of the best breakfast show. So we have so much in store for you. Some interesting conversations are going to be taking place. On an unfortunate note, we won't be having any guests today, but it still means not that we are not going to have a great interaction, you and I. For the next 3 hours, it's going to be fire. The energy is going to be on a high, and I promise you it's going to be palpable if you are here in studio with us. So I look forward to that. Mr. Mo, let me ask you, before we get into anything else, the weekend, what happened? Because the last time I think we saw each other was on Thursday, right?
Yeah.
When we left the studio in the afternoon. So 3 days. You were home. Did you get up to anything? You said you want to make babies. So I don't know if you've embarked on that journey already.
Yeah.
Talk to me.
I mean, the journey of making babies is still in progress. Right? Still in progress. Still working, of course.
That's funny.
On factors, right, that contributes to me being a great father.
Okay.
Yeah, because the thing that I noticed that, hey, man, I'm not ready, to take on this responsibility.
How? This guy?
Right.
But you've stepped up already.
The thing is with me, I cannot be ready today and be ready tomorrow.
Okay.
That's one thing about me.
Okay.
Right? I can quickly change into the dynamics of the environment.
Okay.
Very quick. Right? So, it's still in progress, and I am happy and looking forward to becoming a dad.
Okay.
But my weekend, my 3 days, I think it was good because I got to reflect.
Okay, on what?
I got to reflect on the first weeks of this year.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Sure.
I spent most of the time with my friends. Right. Talking about what is it that we actually planning, what is it that we want to leave behind, and not continue doing.
Sure.
Let us not repeat the same mistakes like last year.
Sure.
Right. So Friday, of course, I was listening to the show because we were only streaming audio only.
Sure.
Right? I was listening to Vanele and Afriberry, of course, carrying on the show, and I was like, you know what, this is great. This is great. And the experience also of listening to the show when you're at home, it's quite different.
Okay.
Right? And I know what other people are feeling. As much as we are here delivering, it kind of feels different for them. So I got to experience that also. And then Saturday, what happened was my brother, my dad, invited the panel members that are going to be part of the Lobola negotiations.
I remember you mentioned that. Yes, sir.
So the fam came over. But what I noticed is I have a very weird personality. Like, I'm a very weird person.
In what sense?
Because people who have high energy, sometimes they overwhelm me, right?
Okay.
And I can't be around them.
You can't keep up.
I can't keep up.
Okay.
Right? So I knew that my family was coming around, parts of my family, and I know that they want that high energy. And guys, I don't really
You don't have that.
Yeah, and sometimes it feel like I don't want to be around them.
I see you.
Right? Yeah, so I would be that person who's quiet and just commenting there. It's like, no, I'm not bored. It's just that I'm like,
it's not who I am.
Yeah, it's not who I am to be loud.
Yeah.
So what I did was I went to the mall, bought few things, and then I decided that I'm not going back home.
To avoid.
Yeah, to avoid.
Sure.
And I think I stayed out for like more than 8 hours.
I see.
Yeah, so I think I went to I stayed I was just chilling, go chicken legging, right? Okay. Alone, solo date.
Okay.
Guys, we need to do solo dates, Mudimok. Like, they're really helpful, being there. I mean, a lot of people feel like it's weird to be alone. What are people going to say whenever you're chilling by yourself out there? No, guys, there are people who really appreciate other people going out for themselves. They're like, we wish that our society can really embrace being alone, because a lot of people can't really be alone.
Sure.
Right? So that is what I got up to. Of course, my Saturday, it went very well. I didn't feel any regret by just being alone from my fam, and just not doing anything that has to do with work. It was just me, myself, and I.
Sure.
Right?
Which chicken again? The one police station or
Roadhouse?
Okay.
I went to Roadhouse, man. Like, it has the dining experience.
Sure.
And we need that, especially Mokasi.
Okay.
A place where you can go to around 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock. Get there, dine, buy some pancakes, grab
pancakes, chicken again.
No, any dining place, that
see.
Can be opened around. So, like, I really think people need those kind of experiences. You can't be with your partner every weekend, your friends every weekend. Like, I disagree that people were wired, in that manner, where you have to be around people every weekend, like in your spare time, where you have to rest, gather your thoughts, gather yourself, and be by yourself, right? So my Saturday went like that. Reflective, was nice, was with myself. And then yesterday, of course, because I am a very huge fan of Kaizer Chiefs, huge fan of Man United.
I saw you posted on your status.
Yeah,
you were very excited.
I stayed home, watched soccer,
sure.
And I just enjoyed in gym.
I'm a Kosa Chabulele.
I'm a Kosi for life.
I'm a Kosa Chabulele. Kosi for life. Guys, we don't just support this team. It's a vow. It's a blood covenant that we made supporting Kaizer Chiefs, guys. You're not just a fan. Just to give you that side note. Sure, I'm there with you, Mr. Mo. Sure.
Yeah. So that's how I wrapped up my weekend by just watching my favorite sporting teams play and win, especially Man United, because yesterday was a very hard game for Manchester United. For people who know Manchester United and who watch the Premier League, they would know that Arsenal has never lost in their home game.
Oh, wow, right? Really?
Yeah, so it was just exciting, to watch and really get yourself in that field. That's why I posted that, guys. No woman will ever break my heart. What
Arsenal,
will break my heart is Manchester United.
Manchester United I see you. Is it that deep though?
It is.
Or maybe I don't understand because I'm not so big on sports.
So the thing is with sports, I grew up, of course, Pella. That's why when I'm with my friends, I'm like, when I look at chill with my friends who also once played sports, once played soccer, I'm like, Ntwana, it feels very bad to be a failed professional, not a professional, but a failed soccer player who wanted to be in a professional
on that level. I get you.
We wanted to be in the professional level so bad. So of course you have to, surround yourself. The environment has to be, the conversation is all about soccer. to a point that even when your favorite team loses, you cry. Right? Yo, guys. I mean, the way I'm so deep, I think I'm going back to the days where I used to be so deep in supporting sports teams.
Sure.
I think I'm going back there now because it can literally ruin my day.
Oh, wow.
I've planned a day with someone on a Sunday. I'm watching Man United
On
at
Saturday
night, and
and your Sunday is going to be ruined.
It's going to be ruined.
No, but I get you. I get you.
That's how I wrapped up.
I mean, I'm not so big on sports myself.
Yeah.
But it does hurt when Chiefs loses, you know, and then people start bashing us. And why do you support the Chiefs? We're like, guys, we don't just support this team. It's a blood oath that we made. Sifane course I'll pay you more, guys. So, but I was excited to find out that they won. But it sounds like you had a very, I wouldn't say interesting, but I don't know. Yeah, it was very mellow. It was chill. Nothing too hectic. I hear you. Very cool stuff, man. My one was very chilled as well. Saturday. So remember I mentioned that my nephew had his birthday last week. We were celebrating his birth last week, and so he had like a small get together. So he's in the 8th grade, right? He just started the 8th grade.
So that means he's 13.
He was turning 13.
13, right?
He was turning 13. Yeah. So his friends came over.
Wow.
We decorated in the morning, planned the whole thing. My brother and I bride.
Okay.
I learned new bride skills, guys. So I want to put them to use and see if the things that I picked up on, I can actually, make use of them and put them to practicality.
Yep.
So because my brother, guys, I don't want to toot his horn or sound like Kamo Babaza because he's my brother. That guy can pry the out of meat, bro.
Even the marinade.
Dude, that guy is good. Like, we trust him. It's gonna be proper.
It looks easy until
you have to do it, exactly. And that's why I never offer. Even when we're chilling with friends in Jamatita, or whatever else, I try not to be part of the process. I don't mind, picking up things and hukuga and whatever else, but being in the actual process of the thing, like starting fire and stuff. So he comes to me, he's like, hey, I'm gonna run to the shops quickly to get other stuff. Please start the fire. I was successful. Okay. I was happy with myself. I was pleased with myself.
That one is initiation.
It did. The fire was good. But he gave me a few pointers. How to try this, that, and the other. And so we bride quickly. The friends came over, and then you know what the funny thing was? There was a funny moment, 2-second moment that happened. So I'm in the kitchen. This one friend of my nephew's comes through. I don't know, Nalolat or whatever. He was doing his own thing. He comes through and then he's like, "Hi, sir." I'm like, "Hi, how are you doing? How you doing, my boy?" He's like, "I'm good. How are you?" I'm like, "I'm good." And then he goes, Are you Shoki's dad's younger brother?" I'm like, "Yeah, I am." "Are you guys look alike so much." That was so funny for me. and it was just him and I in the kitchen, and we were going in opposite directions, He's like, "Are you Shoki's dad's younger brother?" I'm like, "Yes, I'm Shoki's uncle." He's like, "Yo, you guys look alike so much." It was just funny, man. So that was cool. We sang, we wished him a happy birthday and stuff, and it was a very cool moment, man. I got to spend time with my niece, the little girl.
How old is she?
She's turning 4. She's just started nursery. This year. She's grown so much more, So I think being around family sometimes, and it does, it grounds you so much, man. And then I came back later on. Congratulations to Paseka Sonamzi, from Uvugando. Speaking of getting children and getting married and things like that, this past weekend. So he's married technically, because we've had the conversation, right? Once you go and pay lobola, you are married man.
Officially married.
You are married. Customary law.
Exactly.
Deems that you are a married man. So congratulations, my brother. Man, I'm so happy for you, and I'm excited for this new chapter and this new journey for you. This is for him.
This is for him. To you, Pascal.
Shout out, PSK, brother. Congratulations.
Congrats, bro.
We had that. We hung out for a while now, and then I came back home. Yesterday, nothing too hectic. I was just with friends. So it was also a mellow weekend.
Yeah.
Telling me kasi momo. As in
It's
you know.
Jan, guys. Relax.
Yeah,
You
but
still
I
have
think
11 months.
I could feel that it was the last weekend of January. It felt like it.
Yeah,
You know, it
yeah.
felt like it. People officially, most people got their first payment for the first time this year.
Exactly.
But I don't think January like that. I don't know about you. You know, but for me, I feel like people were well prepared this time around.
Yeah.
Yeah, people anticipated
Because they know, like, what is it they're going to expect.
January is like
if you
9
don't
months
save.
on its own. Chief, you know,
we have longer days.
Definitely. Mr. B, talk to me.
But you know what I know they say?
Sure.
Like if you find yourself being broke,
In January.
it doesn't matter what time of the year.
Yeah.
There's this feeling you go to everyone else is broke.
Yes,
So I
that's
think
not the case.
That's not the case. So I think you had a good January.
It was okay.
It was okay.
Yeah.
So the consensus would then be, I feel like everyone else had a good January.
Maybe not good, but just okay. Who felt it?
Yeah,
Do you
who
think
felt
so?
It? Yeah.
A
yeah.
lot of them.
But when we
But also, I mean, thinking about what happened here in studio, sure, there was those moments, but
for the most part,
I guess how you reacted to a situation,
Yeah.
right?
Sure. Yeah.
So, I mean, I feel like Jan was okay,
yeah,
despite
whatever we went through.
Yes.
in the last 2 weeks, sure.
So what you go through is maybe you will see other people or you will attract likeness.
yes.
It's also embedded in your lifestyle choices, right? Because if you're that person who knows that every month, yes, there's that money that you get, but now you know in Jan, in December, you spend a lot of money, but now in Jan, you cannot sustain that lifestyle of yours. Like
Sure.
you feel it, that, I can't be a Kotsumela now on a Saturday.
I can't be a good man.
Right, I have to be
That's
humble.
funny. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, but I think for the most part, man, if Mr. B were comparing in comparison, you know, and we're using the numbers, I think for the most part, most people, I think. But I get what you're saying, and you're absolutely right in terms of the people that you surround with and what you attract, right, and what you put out as well into the universe. But I think in comparison, when we look at the numbers, most people were slightly a bit more prepared than previous years. Slightly a bit more, you know. But yeah, absolutely, we do recognize that there are people who probably felt like, Kante guys did 25 in Italy. Get 25 or yesterday. So today you're probably getting paid, most likely. But yeah, man, that was the weekend. Mr. P, how about you? What went on your side?
Yeah, man, I rested.
Yeah.
In peace. Hey, guys.
In peace.
No, like it's very important because we were just talking about it this morning. No more.
Sure.
But yeah, I had a good weekend. I rested thoroughly, and yeah, I've seen Uguti. There's things that I can put in my life that help me to do certain things.
Sure.
Like, for example, when I'm with the family, I'm forced to rest.
Yeah.
And I do rest.
And unplug.
Sure. You know, so found myself watching Omadia, the cartoon version.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah, there's the cartoon
Yeah, I've
version.
seen it, but I haven't watched it proper.
I mean, if I were alone, I probably wouldn't have watched it, but because, you know, so it was a good weekend.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice,
Oh,
nice.
another thing I did as well, ne? Being say cash and carry,
Okay.
right? So I bought like pretzels. Lawe.
bulk.
Yeah, right.
Which flavor?
Is it that bad for
The
you?
normal.
Because I see you have them now. Sonya's Buzu, wait. When
So I
did you go
bought-
to the shop?
No. So I bought one. I also got these small sweets.
Okay.
But like the huge pack.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. And now there's the gummy ones.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think, guys, ne, moving forward, manje, so a cash and carry.
To buy in
Cash and carry
bulk.
to buy
Yeah,
in
to buy in
bulk.
bulk.
Yeah, rather than
Yeah.
going into a
by
convenient
one.
grocery store,
Yeah.
you just get that small pack nyana nje,
But also
or 5 of them.
I've seen I've unlocked something that I don't want.
Yeah.
Because having too much access ne, means that Lamar pay.
Of course, yeah.
On the
Lamanya.
spot,
So
yeah.
some of these things like Wanama pretzels, because they are baked and whatnot, you don't really see the effect.
Yeah.
Sweets, 2 days in, you see it. or a day in, you see, man, I've been having too much sweets,
Yes.
and then you stop. But things like pretzels, man, you just
Yeah.
keep opening a pack after another pack after another pack. So
Yeah.
sure, I'll still get the large ones.
Yeah.
But then obviously I need to be like, limit whether it's just two packs a
Your
day.
consumption.
Yeah, I need to limit.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I mean, yeah, for those who love pretzels, they would understand. Good, hey man, like I'm with you on that one, right?
Right.
Having to have like a snack. There are people who snack at night, evening, before they sleep. Like they just grab one snack,
I'm one of those.
Right?
I'm one of those.
Yeah.
I'm the one thing I wouldn't say addicted, but I always have to have
Snacks with you.
Mary biscuits. Mary
Blue labels.
biscuits. Yes. And that's the thing when you go to these shops, foreign national owned shops, they'll give you, and I don't know why, but I get it why.
Yeah.
They'll give you the option of buying, or they ask you, do you want the original or the other one? Yes, if I want blue label, I want the original. I don't want the other one, because I think there is a difference in taste.
There is.
There absolutely is a difference in taste. So Mary biscuits, cold drink for me is a must every night.
So I want to ask, because I feel like I'm weird when it comes to Mary biscuits. Like I eat, how many biscuits?
I don't know
Does
how many
Mary-
there are in the
Yeah.
pack. I've actually never counted.
But if you can buy me like a packet, trust me, I will eat half in the morning and eat the rest in the evening.
Yeah,
Like I
no.
can't eat 3 of Mary biscuits.
no, I can't.
Like,
No, you can't. No. 3 is unrealistic.
3 I
Chief.
can't.
so once it's open,
Yeah.
It's open, Chief.
millipay.
Born. Well, not the male. Iapela though.
Sure.
So if I buy, let's say around 9 or 10 at night,
Yeah.
by the time I wake up in the morning, more than half of it is gone. But it also depends on how I'm feeling. Sometimes I'm just sluggish.
Yeah.
And 1, 2, 3, maybe 10, I'm okay. And then tomorrow morning they still
Alright.
exasperate.
I'm not
But for the most part, if I'm like I'm gonna binge watch something or like check a new series or movie out, like I'm gonna. And then outside of Mary biscuits and cold drink, there are other snacks that I would want to have,
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I get that. So I'm also one of those.
Interesting.
Man. Definitely.
Interesting.
Mr. Mo.
Yeah. But come on and let us know how your weekend was. Because for me, one thing I've realized is, guys, honestly, my weekends need money. Like, my rest needs, like, that's something that I've seen with myself. Like, my rest needs money because I need to be somewhere doing something when I'm resting. Because I told Banele now when I'm sleeping, like I wake up tired. If I was sleeping throughout Saturday and Sunday, I was going to wake up tired. But let us know, #Voga Breakfast Show, or you can call us in by using the number 060-493-3226. That's 060-493-3226. An interesting conversation we're going to have when we come back from a short break. If payday was moved to Mondays, would that make the week better or worse? We want to hear from you. Talk to us by using the #Voga Breakfast Show. What I'm going to do right now to take a short break, and then when we come back, we get straight into that conversation. Leaving you with the sounds of Dio Isihambi. What's up, fam? You chilling with your boy Mweketi Maimane, aka Max for maximum temperature. I am the son of Mother Nature. Let's go.
Famous Naomi P. Umkabayi Gamakusazana.
Hang out with myself, the one and only MOOCEE. Mist. My name is Lucy Mist.
On the Voga Breakfast Show.
What's up, fam? You chilling with your boy Mweketi Maimane, aka Max for maximum temperature. I am the son of Mother Nature.
Let's
go.
My name is Naomi P. Umkabayi, Gamakosazana.
Hang out with myself, the one and only MWOCWE West. My name is Lucy West.
Living for weekends, wishing I could take a break from this world. Running on a hamster wheel, but searching for something I can't feel. I just wanna be a lost girl and fly. Take a breath, feel my wings spread, levitate above the ground and make eye contact with clouds. Now I'm rising, I'm soaring above it all. I just wanna be free. Finally, I 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 always stay dreaming, never imagined I lose my spark. Living in this crazy time, putting back the pieces of my mind. I know how to run from the dark and fly. Take a breath, feel my wings spread, levitate into the clouds. I'm so high above the ground. I'm rising, I'm soaring above it all. I just wanna be free. Finally, I wanna be free. I wanna be free.
Giving you the great sounds of King Says, Wanna Be Free. 4 minutes till we hit 8 o'clock on the dot. Before the break, we were discussing if payday was moved to Mondays, will that make the week better or worse? So I need you to imagine this for me. Imagine if a new law was passed that says everyone must get paid on a Monday. No more month and Fridays, no more midweek salaries, just one official Money Monday nationwide. Would that make life easier or turn the whole week upside down? Right? Excitement seems to go through the roof when payday lies on a Friday. But what if that all went away and paydays may only lie on a Monday? I know some who would be happy, whilst for others this spells disaster. Perhaps this could be a saving grace for the crew that is stoked on a Friday but broke on a Monday. If the excitement is delayed a few days, would this help us make better financial decisions so that Monday becomes responsible days rather than regret days? Yes, we're going to be sharing so much and a lot of perspective when it comes to this, but we want to hear from you that If payday was moved to Mondays, would that make the week better or worse? Do you agree with the statement? You don't agree with the statement? Let us know what you think.
I don't know. Look,
Yeah.
I remember 2 years ago. when I was still working for this other company. I've mentioned it, but
Yeah.
Anyway, so you know this thing where if your paid day is, you have a specific day, right? I don't know, 20 whatever.
Yeah.
You get paid on the 20 whatever, and that day falls on a weekend.
Yeah.
Right? The options are you either get paid early, which is the Friday, or you get paid the Monday after the weekend, right?
Yeah.
So that Monday, I have to go to work, right? And I haven't gotten paid. I only have money to make the trip to work, and I don't have the money to come back.
Wow.
Hey, chief.
Sleep at work.
Hey, when you sleep at work. So I was going to, what's this place? Randburg.
Yeah.
Nigago Randburg. Not too far from St. Stephen's. So just down the road from the Randburg taxi rank. So you can walk. It's like a 15-20 minute walk, or there's a local taxi that you can do. So I can't take the taxi because I don't have enough cash, chief.
Yeah.
So I made the trip. I went to work. I come back from the Randburg taxi rank. I take a taxi to Pri. From Pri, I don't aksana chelete. I cannot chelete. Fortunate enough, there was a friend of mine who was working at the time. The Nedbank was situated more Newtown Junction.
Yeah.
So it was next to the mall, the building. They were occupying the building there. So I called her and I'm like, hey, chief, I don't have money to go back home. She's like, hey, I'm knocking off at 4:30, I think. So I waited. Mind you, I haven't eaten.
You don't have a choice.
Like I'm thirsty.
Yo.
Like ukila bona usena chelete. Oh my God, it's that thing of when electricity goes or when there's no water, suddenly everything you want to do has to do with water. You want to wash the dishes, you want to take a shower, you want to do a lot of things. You know, you want tap water and things of that nature. So that's what was happening with me. So she comes out. And this happened twice, mind you. The second time around, so I couldn't wait for her because she was knocking off way later than what I could wait for. So she gave me 50 rand. She came out quickly, gave me 50 rands, and then. But this time I had to wait, and I stood there. And then when she came out, I'm like, Chief, I haven't eaten the entire day, and I've been out of the house. So I can go Pick and Pay. We grabbed something to eat. She was such a good friend, man. Shout out to you, Sbosh. I appreciate you. But that was that. And so, and you know what happened? 7:30 p.m.
Okay.
I was so irritated, Mo.
By that time, where are you? You are home.
I'm home already, Chief. The day's done. I'm waiting to go back to work tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
And that's only when my money came in. And I was like, guys, couldn't you have done it like earlier? You know, because usually if it happens on the Monday, sometime after midnight, between midnight and like 6-7 in the morning, those 7 hours in most cases, you know. But that didn't happen. So in that context, for me, Monday was not the option. But in terms of whether it would be better or not, I think there's pros and cons on either side. It would reduce the number of mustotu over the weekend, I think, in terms of impulsive spenders like you and I. Bad financial decisions, you know, making bad financial decisions over the weekend. Cause was pleasure, imali khona, but mapatalelu yatalela mfethu, you know, that kind of thing. So I don't know. But I do think it would reduce a lot of things that happen over the weekend when we get paid on Friday.
Yeah. It will, because one of the things I feel like the hype also gets delayed. Right.
Sure.
For me, when you talk about the tone of Monday right now, we are planning for the rest of the week.
Sure.
Like, imagine now that comes with a lot of stress. You know, I'm still trying to plan for the week and the weekend, right? Imagine I'm getting paid on this day.
On Monday.
And
an early weekend epic.
It was a big Monday.
You know those big weekends where you can actually feel.
Yeah.
the excitement is palpable, man. You can feel the excitement all over the place. I don't care where you go.
Yeah.
Whether you're in Pretoria, Soweto, or anywhere else, or somewhere in the north.
Yeah.
Chief, if it's those big weekends, you can feel it, man.
Yeah.
Like it's like Derby weekend when Chiefs and Pirates is playing. It's a big weekend all over the
Adrenaline
place.
rush.
Exactly.
Understand.
And then when you only get paid on Monday,
Aye,
ka
guys.
4 o'clock in the afternoon.
I don't think Monday will work in terms of what the structure has been set to, because I feel like it also has been set strategically in terms of when people
Get paid.
should get paid, right? So if it's Monday, no, a lot of businesses are going to lose out on a lot, right? We want them to be drunk while they spend,
Yes.
right? So
Yes.
while they're spending, when they're stressed, of course there'll be a lot of push in terms of not being sure what to buy. It's a Monday, I don't know what we're going to eat. Already we have set the tone. For me, I have been programmed. Like my days, guys, a Monday should feel like a Monday. I know for some people days are the same. They don't care whether it's Friday, they don't care if it's Thursday. No, for me, days they do matter.
Okay.
A Saturday should feel like a Saturday.
Okay.
Sunday should feel like a Sunday. I don't want my Saturday to feel like a Tuesday or a Wednesday.
Okay.
No, like it should be different. So we need to have that also, because it really takes away a lot of things, man. I mean, Monday has built us for like your routine mode, your discipline, and like people are disciplined today. They're humbled. They're very humbled, right? You're from the weekend, you did whatever that you had to do, fast with your friends, with your your partner. Now it's time to plan. You're planning, you're getting into your normal day-to-day routine and those kind of things. And if I'm going to get paid on that day, trust me, I don't think it's going to work out for me.
Sure.
I don't really think.
Mr. B?
But now, let's just imagine Uguti, a derby is upcoming.
Yeah.
Right? So you get paid on a Monday. So you plan.
Yeah.
You plan, okay, come that weekend, I've got 1,000 rand to spend. So you can still have that weekend. The only thing that we're adjusting here is Imalingenang Monday. After a derby. After that weekend.
Imagine.
No, but you see, Agiti, right now when you're planning, you're just planning, okay, I'm going to put away money.
Yeah.
Because just this morning,
it was so sad,
right?
It was so sad, because I was coming to that to say, okay, if it was a Monday, that person probably he would have gotten paid by that time, and then he wouldn't go around asking for money or asking for loans and things like that. But no, it's you. It's your thing. It's your character. It's the way you behave when you have money. Abantu bayadelela when they have money. We know that.
So do you not think, Uguti, if people get paid on a Monday, amakimbi, zonke lezinto lezi, that needs to be sorted out.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Then come weekend. So great.
Mara weekend
it's far. It's far. Guys, we need to celebrate.
You know that feeling.
Day.
You know what happened 2 years ago still. I remember it was September. I was supposed to get paid. So my payday fell on a Sunday.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna do much this weekend. I don't have money. I know I'm gonna get my money on Monday.
Yeah.
I had accepted, right? I had accepted. Saturday go se nka ire thinking yo ron tsela kai o ka re no mbona you get what I'm trying to say. It's that feel, and there's something that happens, man, inside. I don't know what it is, guys. Let's agree. I don't know if you've experienced the same feel that I get, but there's a mpupula that happens here inside.
Money goes with emotions, guys.
It does.
Money goes,
and
with
it carries
emotions.
spirit.
It does.
It carries spirit so much, my brother.
We can't run away from that.
Yeah, so it got in on a Saturday, and I had woken up earlier to make sure, because it was Derby weekend as well.
Yeah.
So already Orlando Stadium, around that area, you know that the roads get closed, right?
Yeah.
To make provision for the buses, the teams, police escort as well.
Yeah.
So taxis and cars are redirected. Traffic is redirected. So from Para all the way to the Orlando Stadium.
Road was closed.
There was just a disruption. Chief, I had planned, I think, an hour 30 minutes prior from the time that I was supposed to leave. If it was a normal weekend, even if I didn't have money, taxi, and then I catch my taxi, or I do whatever I do. So you have to plan prior. Chief, kaya re cling. One kid na get some make a taxi Chief. We don't use taxis when we have money, Chief. And I ended up relaxing.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I'm gonna request, why do I now have to hurry and do things earlier than I should have? So yeah, man, there's a feel that you know when that message comes in. And on your pop-up notification or your notification panel,
account balance,
and you see plus money in.
Capitec
You know
payment
that
or whatever payment.
You know the skit that Kombuzo has done. Ablela girlfriend ya gago frya yonke into. Exactly, it's his ex at the time. Are frya yonke into. Ufuni Russian test on the chicken. So it's that thing.
It does.
Where are you, Chief? I want to come through.
You become nice to people also, right? You're texting people, hey, Donna, you good?
Yeah.
Checking up.
Yeah, so that's funny. So
it comes with a lot.
So even if you're hungry, you're suit.
We are suit at the same time.
Both your thing you got. So for you get patrons, man. You know, it's that thing. But I think Mondays more would work. Like Mondays would
I really believe
it would make people behave way better than what they are doing now.
Because we're not saying don't party on a weekend. What this will do is that you plan for the weekend.
Sure.
But you know, for some people, it's like, guys, I know that 2 days after I have just gotten paid, my money is gone.
Sure.
So imagine it's a Monday.
That will be Friday, love.
Yeah. Exactly. At least my paying a weekend. I'd rather splash my money on a weekend rather than be broke on a Wednesday.
You know what it's going to. No, you won't be broke.
Groceries,
but you won't be. You won't be.
All
the behaviors that happen over the weekend are reduced if you get paid on a Monday.
Okay.
So there won't be any reason for you to splurge.
Yeah.
So you're going to take care of all the responsibilities that you have, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you have a bus tag and whatever else, all those things, groceries, nappies for babies, formula, all those kinds of things.
Yeah.
DSTV subscriptions. Later on, we're going to be talking subscriptions. All those kinds of things. You understand?
And also, kuna bantu that fall sick on a Monday.
Okay.
Because of what happened a weekend. And there's people that fall sick on a Friday because it's like a Friday exciting.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
So now what happens when you get paid on a Monday?
All those
chances are zote ya kulo on a Monday.
There's no Tuesday ukulo petwe.
Look, I feel like when people talk about planning, it feels different. I know a lot of people who say, I plan better before I get paid, right? When I'm broke, I plan better. So it's hard to plan when there's money in your bank account, guys. Okay, groceries, okay, I have this. Like, no. Because people want to feel like they want to celebrate their payday. Like, I really want to do that. I can't do that on a Monday. Hey, Ntwana, get 25K, mon. Hey, Baba, we need to hit drama.
Yeah, but you see here, ne? You've got this money in your account.
Yeah.
And your travel for the days, work home. In fact, for the week.
Exactly.
Work home, work week. So you are less likely to go to a place where you start splurging. Yeah.
On a Monday.
Yeah, or even on a Tuesday, maybe up until Thursday.
We don't want that.
So I'm agreeing with you, but I'm saying here, Umehluko, is that now you've got 4 days to plan.
4 days.
Yeah. You're saying people plan better in
when there's no money.
Sharp.
Right.
People get paid on a Monday, and because you have to go to work and come back, now you've got 4 days before Friday.
Okay.
Say corn.
It's there.
And then you start planning because you can't really do much.
Yeah.
I mean, we know that there are people who spend, like, whenever it says cling cling, it's gone. Debit orders and things like that, right? Imagine for someone that happens on a Monday, guys. Like, I'm stressed. The next thing, all of my money is gone. Then I have to wait for that other Monday. That's why people will say, I'd rather be stressed on a weekend. I know I have my boys. Even if I come, they will set me. Understand?
Sure.
So if I don't have money during the week and I know I got paid on a Monday, it's so stressful. It's really stressful.
Look at it this way.
Are you saying I have to plan Saturday and Sunday is my planning days?
No. What I'm saying is when you if you were to get paid on a Monday
Yeah.
versus being paid on a Friday.
Yep.
But when let's say you're at work on Friday, né?
I'm at work Friday.
And then
Get
your
paid.
money, you get paid, money comes into your account
Yeah.
after tea time.
Exactly.
So let's say 11, 11:30.
Yeah.
Chief, I want to say why I cool on one. 11:30. 4 o'clock is too far, Chief. 25,000 in, cling, cling. 11 o'clock or 11:30 Friday morning. Yes, and it's a big weekend.
It changes the behavior of the
Exactly.
employees.
So to reduce those kinds of things, because rationality,
making it worse.
rationality goes out of the window at the
Exactly.
time. Reasoning is thrown out the window, as opposed to on a Monday like this one.
Yeah.
You're sitting here. We have a guest here. We're talking Vuga breakfast show. Blah 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 blah, and then 25,000 clang clang. It's going to be different. It's like tell thing, but. Go Monday. Where am I going on a Monday?
You make a plan.
After work, let me go to Pick and Pay. Let me go pay my DSTV subscription.
Yeah.
Let me pay Wi-Fi. Baby, do the kids have more enough food for lunch, for scaffing, things of that nature, for lunchbox and stuff?
Yeah.
No, they don't. Okay, what do they need? Let me buy those things.
Yeah.
Well, understand. Check. I didn't pay that thing last month. Let me rather pay it because I'm here at the shops. Friday. In the derby, big weekend, called today, we are on. That's the thing. One understand. So it has its pros and cons. It has contributing
does.
factors
It does.
and variables. But I think being more well behaved and having more reasoning is slightly on a Monday than it would be on a Friday. Sure.
And you know that a lot of people who are, in the working force right now,
Sure.
they don't play that game.
Sure.
Reasoning capacity. Don't tell me about reasoning. Give me my money, chief. Right?
Give me my money.
And another thing that
Or Shonies.
we are kumashonisa.
Because Monday yanken.
Yeah.
But think I know.
You
Yes.
understand?
Yes, what we want to learn.
And the thing is, for me, I don't feel like getting paid and still having to think about coming to work for the next 4 days. It really doesn't sound. Guys.
Aye, boy,
Aye,
look
guys.
at-
Like
aye.
I don't want that.
We're not
Pay
talking
me
about
on a
the
Friday.
Friday.
Guys, I want to misuse my money.
Because he wants to propose the money.
Like you need to have a days where you misuse money, guys.
no.
Like there are days where you're like, you know what?
No.
Today I'm going all out for myself.
Okay.
Because I'm trying to make it a practical thing. If I have a company, right? I'm running a company and I have 5 employees.
Yes.
And I'm thinking about if I pay them on a Monday, guys, I'm going to have a lot of complaints. Tuesday,
There's no way.
Wednesday.
Why? We are guy.
They're going somewhere.
There's no way.
Guys, one thing about
Weekend activities don't take place.
not
a lot.
Hey, there are places out there.
No, there are.
There are places
Absolutely.
out there.
But how many people?
24 hours.
How many people are in the know of those places, and how many people are willing?
I mean, a few people
to,
do know.
Exactly.
But the more people get paid on a Monday, now it's giving
it's
them
gonna change
access
that. Okay,
to
sure.
know, hey, there's a place out
Tuesday,
there.
I go shop
guys.
to shop.
You understand?
Yes, yes,
it
sir.
gives them access.
You can reach the summit. Lula, guys. Easily.
You can reach the summit.
Of your own entertainment.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, I want to, on a Monday when I'm broke, when my friend or a transport that is, transporting us to go home, I want when I'm looking at those places to not even think of going there. But now we are in a transport. There's summit there. We just got paid in a Monday.
Why summit?
Abafethu, 2 hours nyana.
Show it ka 7. Utile ka summit ka 5. Utile ka 5 because summit. That's funny. But yeah, I think it would reduce. But let's hear what experts say on that side, Mr. Mo.
Yeah, so with other different perspective, of course, we have 4 on my side. We have this law is a genius crew. We know that there are people who always say that, and then others will say this law is a disaster. This doesn't change so much. This the life hackers also have their perspective. But let us start with the first one, which is the people who think that this law is genius. Right, starting the week with money might reduce the typical Monday depression.
Yes.
You are broke and tired.
Yes.
Some workplace studies suggest employees are more focused when financial stress is lower at the start of the week. Budget-wise, people could plan from Monday to Sunday in one clean cycle. Salary in, debit orders out. Groceries are done, and you can actually see what is left in your bank account.
Yes, definitely.
Right, so a lot of people won't have a lot of stress to go on and think about, things that they have, of course, have to buy and those kind of things. And then the people who say this law is a disaster team, which is me. This is a disaster. Behavioral economics often note that people spend more right after payday. Immediately when you get paid, all of your money, it's gone. Now imagine that happening on a Monday when you are already tired and emotional. By Wednesday, Thursday, half the country could be saying, yo guys, I just need to make it to next Monday. Imagine. Banks, malls, and traffic would be crazy on one specific day. National Queue Day every single month.
But it's still the case even now.
Right.
Because we know that a lot of people get paid from mostly the 20th.
Yeah.
The last 10 days of the month is payday for most people. For most people, especially in the middle class, from the 20th all the way to the 30th, 31st, to the 1st of the month. All right, most people get paid. So we know that there is that rush, especially a lot of people, when we're considering things like Bosasa,
social services,
things of that nature, the 350, the grant early. We know that from like the 25th of the month, the last 5-6 days of the month, if a lot of people are getting paid, and there's a rush anyway. So I don't think that argument necessarily holds that much water, but yeah, I do get what it says, but still there is the rush of, we know Chief Mo, how can I go bank, you got 28, 29, 30, 31, the queues are crazy, and I don't do that. That thing we spoke of the last time, Mr. Mo,
month end.
When people, the month end rush, when people say, I want to go to the shops in the morning, banks are going to be full, how many people say that? Out of 10, there's about 8 people, arguably so, right? Based on experience. And then there's 2 people, which I form part of the 2, who will go after 3-4 o'clock in the afternoon, because all of you have rushed in the morning. And I cannot rush. I would rather go to the bank on the 3rd, 4th, 5th of the month, after the rush has slightly gone down. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But yeah, let's carry on and hear what they say.
So the crowd that says this doesn't change much. They say many debit orders already go off at a month and or the first working day. So some people would say, as long as my money comes, I don't care what day. For people living month to month, the day doesn't matter. The issue is still the same. Too much month, not enough money. Some might argue that real change comes from financial education, not what day salary lands. Right? We know that a lot of people are financial illiterate when it comes to money. They just think money you just have to spend. That is what money is for. Right? I live in money, guys. Like, we want depressed co-workers who will come and share their stories with us.
That's funny. That's funny, sure.
And then lastly, the life hackers say some would love Money Monday because they can do all the budgeting, saving and investing before the week really starts. Meal prep and petrol up on a Monday. Lock the card away by Tuesday. And then financial planners might be happy and say, one fixed, predictable national payday makes it easier to plan. Right? So, for someone who's listening right now and watching, yes or no, the Monday Money Act, are you voting yes or no, and why? For me, I'm voting yes, guys.
We should be paid on a Monday. You're saying no.
No, we shouldn't be paid on a Monday. I don't want to get my money on a Monday. On a Monday, I want to go through.
No, I vote yes. I want, not that I want. Look, I still want to enjoy my weekend, Chief. Chapter again Friday, your weekend in Lamonat, and we come back with a lot of content for you guys because we talk about stories. Then I always have at least 1 or 2 stories after, especially about month end. So come back next week Monday, guys. It's gonna be the 2nd of February, right? I promise you, I'm gonna have a story that would have taken place. Why is it fell on Sunday, right? To the 1st of thing, but I still would go with the yes. Much rather prefer people get paid on a Monday so that people are well behaved and make sound, solid, great financial decisions. Yes, sir, Mr. B.
So I'm tempted to say on Friday, but the pain
Yes.
of a Monday regret
Yes.
makes me lean towards rather let me
Monday.
get paid on a Monday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Personally, I feel like I need to know that, or it should be a case that I'm not coming to work when I get paid. Maybe pay me on a Thursday so that I know Friday I'm planning. Then Saturday I'm going all out with
You're
my
executing.
money. I'm executing.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't want to come and talk about, hey guys, I have 25 on my bank account. Like it's a Tuesday. We're doing the financial planning. No, guys, don't count me in.
Tuesday is
Personal
gonna
finance
come
for what?
on Tuesday after you get paid.
Imagine.
Go pay your will, chief.
Yo, you guys.
Go pay your
Someone
life
telling you
insurance.
what to do with your money when you get paid.
Yes.
No, tell me when I don't have the money.
But it doesn't help. It defeats the purpose because you're still not going to do it.
For me, I feel and I think that people should have the time of their lives because, like people go through. I mean, our working environments are not the same. When now you are working, breathing chemicals there. Hey, Baba, I want a weekend, to unbreathe those chemicals, right? I want
release them.
I want
That's
to
funny.
indulge in chemicals.
Those other chemicals.
Those flavored chemicals.
I wait, man. Yo. A fish that flies.
Yeah. Aye, guys. For me, I feel like Monday should be not a day for financial planning, but it's for disciplining yourself. Let's work on my routine. Yeah, let's talk about working out. Imagine getting paid when now you want to go work out in a gym.
Yes.
People don't do that. People gym when they're broke.
I never.
We go to gym when we are broke.
Because you're frustrated.
Yeah, you are frustrated, right? You're dealing with your frustration.
Sure.
I can't deal with my frustration on a Saturday because I know myself that I won't survive Saturday. If I get paid on a Monday, Saturday and Sunday, I won't have money. And Friday, and it's bad for me.
Do you think nightclubs
Bad for
would
my
suffer?
character.
Nightclubs, do you think they would suffer?
Nightclubs?
Yeah.
I doubt. People always make a plan.
You think so?
Yes.
Okay.
People always make a plan.
I see.
But for me personally, it's not good for my character to be paid on a Monday.
To be for your character.
It's not good for my character. But you can let us know what you think. That's where we're going to end this conversation. But when we come back, we'll give you all of your news recap that you missed when we started the show. And what's in, of course, on our daily bread. All I need you to do is to stay logged in as we will be back after this short break. Leaving you with some great sounds from Stone Keepers. There is light.
Whenever you're down, out in the cold, faithless and dark, your story's untold. Come take my hand and walk there with me. I know a place where we can be free. There is a light shining for you, guiding your way, helping you through. And shadows and gloom are all that you see. We'll find a place where we can be free. rising sun, shining in the darkest valley. Can't you see you will be free? Can't you see you will be free?
Ya no quiero nada de discusiones, ni quiero que me estés comprando flores. I'm doing much better, yeah, did you notice? Ya me olvidé de tus errores. Sí que estoy llamando a estas horas, pero estoy sonando esta hora. Ya es muy tarde, ya no llores, ya no llores. Aunque estés sangrando, te ignoro. Llámame cruel, no te valoro. Hiciste guerrera y esta guerra yo gané. Ahora ven y mira, mira, mírame. Es como que nunca, nunca te amé. Tu casa vacía destruye. Ahora ven y mira, mira, mírame. Ahora ven y mira, mira, mírame. Es como que nunca, nunca te amé. Tu casa vacía destruye. Ahora ven y mira, mira, mírame. Aprieta mis alas, no mi vuelo. Hoy soy más fuerte, soco el cielo. Ya no me quiebro, ya no te espero. Fui prisionera, hoy soy mi imperio. Esencia es una trampa a la que nunca escaparás. Nunca escaparás, nunca escaparás. Sí que estoy llamando a estas horas, pero estoy sonando esta hora. Ya es muy tarde, ya no llores, ya no llores. Aunque estés sangrando, te ignoro. Llámame cruel, no te valoro. Hiciste guerrera y esta guerra yo gané. Ahora ven y mira, mira, mírame. Es como que nunca, nunca te amé. Tu casa vacía destruye. Ahora ven y mira, mira, mírame. Ahora ven y mira, mira, mírame. Es como que nunca, nunca te amé. Tu casa vacía destruye. Ahora ven y mira, mira, mírame.
City boy with a country swing. First we went from the court to the bikes, back to the
A great sounds from Nick said did it again 31 minutes after the hour 8:00. And as promised, these are your news recap that you missed when we started the show. Starting off with your first headline, Ramaphosa warns army use requires careful consideration. President Cyril Ramaphosa says the possible deployment of the SANDF to gang violence hotspots is under serious consideration, but warns that such actions must be approached with extreme caution. Addressing the issue at ANCNEC Lekgotla, he stressed that soldiers are trained for combat, not community policing, and their involvement could escalate rather than contain violence if not carefully managed. Gang violence has intensified in areas across the Western Cape, Gauteng, and parts of KwaZulu-Natal, with communities repeatedly calling for stronger state intervention. Previous SANDF deployments, such as Operation Lockdown in the Western Cape, had mixed results, reducing crime temporarily but raising concerns about militarization and human rights implication. Ramaphosa's comments reflect a balancing act between public pressures for decisive action and the constitutional boundaries around military use and civilian settings. So what's next is the cabinet and the security cluster will assess whether conditions legally justify SANDF deployment. Alternative interventions such as a specialized SAPS unit, intelligence-driven operation and community policing upgrades are being reviewed. Lastly, a formal decision will be communicated once risk assessment, legal frameworks and operational plans are finalized. Your second headline, family hopeful after Baki tragedy and one man recovered. The family of a businessman Nu Ali Noor remains hopeful after his Baki was recovered from the flooded Zinzi River in Limpopo. Noor and his passenger were swept away on the 17th of January when their vehicle was engulfed by rapidly rising waters. Police divers confirmed the vehicle was empty when recovered and no bodies were found. Heavy rains in Limpopo have caused dangerous river overflows, washed away bridges and rising flood deaths across several districts. Many communities have been cut off, complicating rescue efforts. Noor's family has been on the river banks daily, supported by traditional leaders, community search groups and emergency services. His brother Abdullahi Robles expressed gratitude for the multi-agency search operation which has been ongoing for more than a week. So what's next is drones, drivers and community search parties will be deployed as the weather allows. Lastly, the family awaits DNA confirmation if any unidentified bodies are discovered in the ongoing flood-related recoveries across the province. Lastly, Action SA set to reveal a merger with the two parties. Action SA will officially unveil a political merger with the two unarmed parties as part of its broader strategy to strengthen opposition structures ahead of the 2026 local government election. Spokesperson Matthew George says the move aims to build a credible united platform capable of challenging dominant parties in key metros. Since its strong 2021 debut, Action SA's national polling has fluctuated and the party has sought partnership to expand its footprint beyond Gauteng. It currently holds 44 seats in the Johannesburg Council, positioning it as a significant but fragmented opposition force. Recent measures, including the absorption of Forum 4 service delivery, indicate a shift towards consolidating smaller parties under a unified banner. The upcoming major announcement will be led by Herman Mashaba, Bongani Baloyi, and other senior leaders, signaling its strategic significance. What's next is a formal announcement of the two merging parties at a media briefing, structural integration of leadership, policies, and candidate lists ahead of the 2026 elections, potential ripple effects in coalition politics, especially in hung metros where Action SA plays a king-maker role. A renewed messaging campaign aimed at positioning the major entity as a stronger alternative to both ANC and ADNA. Right now with me, I have a video. Action SA will tomorrow officially announce a merger with the two other political parties aiming to create what the party calls a credible and a united alternative. So right now, let us head over
this project
to the video and hear what they had to say.
And to say that as Action SA, we embarked on what we called the Big Green Umbrella Project, which aims to consolidate voices that are like-minded, like our own, people who want to work in terms of making sure that South Africans receive their most optimal service delivery programs, also people who are committed to public service and people who are qualified to be in public service. And so what we want South Africans to be excited about is who we are going to announce tomorrow. I can't tell you upfront, and so otherwise, there would be no point for the press conference tomorrow. But what is important is that this project of consolidation is something that we take very seriously. We've heard other political parties talk about it, but none of them have actually made it happen. And as Action SA, I think our name denotes exactly what we are about. We're about action, and we want to see South Africa become better.
That's all for your news recap. Just let us know what you think by using the hashtag Vuga Breakfast Show. Send us your voice note on 0604933226. That's 0604933226. 37 minutes after the hour 8 o'clock. And what we're going to do right now is just to take a short nyana break, and then we'll come back. We'll give you all of your daily break.
What's up, fam? You chilling with your boy Mweketi Maimane, aka Max for maximum temperature. I am the son of Mother Nature.
Let's
go.
Famous Naomi P. Umkabayi Gamakosazana.
Hang out with myself, the one and only MOOCEE Mist. My name is Moosey Mist.
On the Booga Breakfast Show.
38 minutes after the hour 8 o'clock on a Monday morning, the 26th of January 2025. Still spending some great quality time with us right here, where radio meets TV only and exclusively on the Vuga Breakfast Show. Who's taking care of you on this lovely Monday morning is none other than the only one, MOOCEE Mist. My name is Moosey Mist. Look, I'm still excited, man, and I'm looking forward to you and I having a great energy exchange today, as it is the 26th day of the year. We're also celebrating the fact that we are a few days away from this month ending out, right? And people finally getting paid, like we were talking just before the break and before Mo gave you your news recap. But today, it is the 26th day of the year, and it will of course be the 27th day if it were a leap year. It also marks that there are only 339 days that are remaining until we say goodbye 2026, hello 2027. 49th week that we are in, or there are 49 weeks remaining rather, till we say goodbye 2026. So tell me, what are you going to do for this year? What are your plans? Do you have your resolutions in order? Do you have your, what do you call that thing, Ghana? The one we spoke about, your vision board. Yes, do you have your vision board? Is it up and running? What do you have planned? I would love to hear from you. But on this day, what we're also celebrating is World Environmental Education Day. That's World Environmental Education Day, that is celebrated and observed every year on the 26th of January to promote awareness and action for sustainability. It was established back in 1975 after the Belgrade Charter of Environmental Education. But what it also does, it's that it emphasizes teaching people, especially the youth, about climate change, conservation, and responsible resource use. The day encourages communities worldwide to reflect on how daily choices impact the planet, from reducing waste and conserving water to supporting renewable energy, making it a global reminder that education is key to protecting our environment for future generations. I mean, there have been, I don't want to say predictions, but there have been talks in the space of environmental health and environmental wellness, in saying that future generations are going to suffer. Especially little babies now, who are, I would argue and say, maybe under the age of 6, 7, maybe if we're stretching it. 20-30 years from now, the world is definitely going to be different from what we are experiencing right now if we don't take care of our environment. The other thing I heard was in terms of toothbrushes. That space is looking into using biodegradable toothbrushes, right? Because plastic takes a long time to decompose, especially styrofoam. It takes longer to decompose. So things of that nature are being looked into in terms of trying to reduce the use of those kinds of products specifically. Water contamination is also, and water pollution is also another one, where a lot of plastic gets washed into our oceans and our rivers and our dams and things of that nature, and it contaminates the water. I mean, just not too long ago, I also heard that, was it last week? Did you not cover it, Mr. B, where we found out that a certain portion or a certain percentage of our South African water right here at home is contaminated. I know ENCA covered it. It's a big thing, I think, in the Eastern Cape or the Western Cape. I'm not too sure.
Even in Soweto, because there's this other person on Facebook posted that, guys, is it me? But every time when I drink tap water, I go to the toilet.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I have a tummy bug. My stomach is running and things like that. They're like, other people, they came forward like, yeah, that's why I started, buying, still water.
Yeah, I know. I've been using bottled water.
Like
I mean, of course, it also has its risks,
Yeah.
There are microplastics in bottled water. I remember Chaba was here last year towards the end of the year, and he did mention that even those of us who are who consume bottled water should not consume it on that high level, because there are microplastics that are embedded in there. And don't reuse the plastic bottle after having opened it and consumed the water. Rather throw it away and or keep it for what do you call this? Reuse, reduce, and recycle. Things of that nature. I mean, we do have places like Sevens and Nati Waste Management where they make use of those kinds of things. Mr. B?
So you've seen at a grocery store, there's these tanks.
Oh, yes.
Where people buy water.
Sure.
I mean, they talk about reverse osmosis, where that's the process of injecting oxygen in the water itself so that it's got a higher
pH level.
Not the pH, but the higher level of it being absorbed in your body or your blood cells.
Okay.
So I'm not sure how true this is,
because
even with NASA, they normally talk about the process of reverse osmosis in water. Where that's the same water that they take to space.
Oh, really?
Because your blood cells will absorb the water much easier because it's got a higher oxygen content. So these ones, I mean, I looked at it and I mean, it looks good. It's bubbling, and I read the contents aside, but it's also prepared through the process of reverse osmosis. So I like the fact that these are now here in the township. It's not a thing of you have to go to the north in order for you to get that. But it boils down to what you just mentioned now about reusing plastic. Because if you notice, these individuals that are buying the water, it's these 5-liter bottles that have been used up already.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So there's
pros and cons.
I mean, coming with an environment, I also believe that people themselves are the environment.
Yes,
if
definitely.
you take care of the environment
will take care of you.
Take care of
definitely.
You, right?
Definitely.
Because we know that right now our communities and our township, they are facing serious health risks. Unsafe housing, pollution, and those kind of things. They are there. We are facing them daily. But if we take care of the environment, trust me, a lot of people will breathe, healthy, will breathe like clean air.
Yes.
Like not the air that is contaminated, even the water. I mean, with water, I feel like when it comes to what the government was talking about at the the symposium that was speaking about the infrastructure. They were like, the infrastructure that South Africa is using to get water to different houses, it's old. So we need to renew. We need to renew the infrastructure, and I also feel like we will be somewhere when we talk about that. So
including
this day speaks
pipes
to
and stuff.
So take care of your environment.
As people.
I mean, your body is also an environment. Your body is an environment. You have environments there.
Stop. But man, very interesting stuff.
Stop alcohol. Your body is an environment.
Your body is an environment, so you shouldn't be consuming. Then let's get paid on Monday, Chief.
You are killing your flowers.
Very cool stuff, man. Very fun stuff happening right here in the studio. So today we're celebrating World Environmental Education Day. How well versed and educated and knowledgeable are you about taking care of the environment? But something else that's being celebrated in terms of also, in celebration of World Environment Day, we need to appreciate those who do stand up and are not fence sitters and take care of our communities as well, right? And then in that context, we're also celebrating Community Manager Appreciation Day, which is cool, I think, for me.
Who's our community manager?
No, maybe we're not go extension. Community manager.
There's no such.
No, guys, but more. I said community manager.
We no longer have those community leaders.
No, we do, man.
It used to be pastors. But
We only see them when we don't have like electricity for 7 days. You are not a community leader.
You are. Chief.
We want
You
you
are a
like,
manager.
If the sun is out, there's electricity. We want the community leader to say, "Hey guys, let us have a meeting. This is
About
what we're
what?
working towards."
About
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, let's talk about
So-
how
so
we
we-
want to improve our lives.
Gimmer used to be churches.
Yes, church used to play a big role in terms of guiding the community.
Parcels.
Sure.
na yonke into,
Sure.
right? But nowadays it's slowly fading away.
Sure.
Yeah,
Because now it's the taverns that are giving out food parcels.
tavern.
Yes. College
Really?
Yeah, Cindy from time to time
guys.
will not give like that much, but
Ish.
more thing.
It gives a certain narrative, you know. When I'm not saying they shouldn't do it, but I feel like taverns should have like a separate foundation whereby we will know what foundation is. Because for me, I'll feel like, okay, if we buy 2 beers there, maybe we're going to get something to eat. Like
Why
for
2
some
beers?
other people, they will think like that.
Sure, at least even if it's these young ones, mabashotang is 3
Yeah.
ball. For every 5 beers, at least we skip a one for little boy for ball,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Then our fathers go there and
Yeah,
drink.
man.
And then they have a reason to say, look,
Aye, guys, no, that's wrong. Well, it's not wrong, but taverns should have like a separate foundation that gives out food parcels. Not to say no.
That's what happening.
Re ya kwa Mmusi.
Yes. Ke tla
Ro
lefa
roka
di-parcel,
di-food parcel.
guys. Yes.
And the same people, they have the audacity of staying there and drinking beers while having the food parcels.
But yeah, man, today we're celebrating Community Manager Appreciation Day that is celebrated annually on the 4th Monday of January to honor the vital role of community managers or community leaders, right? It was established back in 2010 by Jeremiah O. Yang, and the J recognizes the behind-the-scenes professionals who nurture online and offline communities and foster engagement to keep conversations flowing smoothly. It highlights their tireless work in moderating discussions, creating content, and building belonging, reminding us that while social media never sleeps, community managers ensure these spaces remain vibrant and supportive.
I want to know.
is that a placeholder for a cancel?
For us, I think it's that.
I think so.
He's our community manager, or she.
I guess yes and no, maybe.
But
'Cause in context of-
because if that's the case, then I know a lot of communities
Don't
there's
have.
no celebrations.
Yeah.
Like
But
they
it-
would say, no, why Melissa celebrate?
How?
No,
He or
but
she
I
is
think
not
in
doing anything.
context of our societies or our communities here in South Africa, it's slightly different to the westernized world, right? Where they have the HOH or ibitswang, those community forums and groups that they have, mostly in America, housing
Head of house.
Department of Housing or
But also, I think since they've got over 50 states, they've got their own laws.
Yeah.
sure.
On each
So
state.
in one state, they might say, look, we've got a community manager.
Sure.
Yeah.
In another state, they've got something else. And I think Tinalana locally, we've got.
Cancel.
'cause
So there is
who else would fit this description?
That's like, and I think that there's a slight
Locally.
difference, right? I think how it looks in my mind is that there is the local councillor for your ward, right? Where I think it's still Tebogo here in 47, and then go 48 is something Mesalamine, I think, if I'm not mistaken. We have councillors in our different wards, but in our different communities, we have Ubab Sbanban, who leads the community in terms of directing the pleas and the woes and whatever else to the councillor.
Back then.
Well, back then, sure.
I think
Konamanje,
you're
it's
right.
not so
I
big.
think it's slightly dying out.
It is that
There's that one person who
yes,
can
you
go
know,
to.
Sazuti Ubab Sbanban. Rona Corona, it's still yes here and there. You know, but also the CPF thing is not such a big thing in the westernized world or in the West. Where Kamo CPF is a thing, the Community Policing Forum, but how you would substitute that or the equivalent of that side would be man. No, not necessarily, but I forget the word. But the one movie that's picking up for me is You Don't Mess with the Zohan, Adam Sandler. Yeah, where they wear the yellow shirts and they guard the community watchers, things of that nature. Yeah, so it's the same but not really, you know, things of that nature. But yeah, back then, best Nabo Bob Span.
Would you celebrate Bob Klatwa, you know?
If Bob Klatwa,
Your community, man.
if Bob Klatwa does the work, props where props is due. But if Bob Klatwa is having the title for the sake of having the title, why would we want to celebrate you and recognize
Bob
you?
Klatwa comes when there's no water. That's when he gathers people.
At least, but he's doing something. He's taking the initiative. Exactly. If it's not broken, don't fix it. Okay. Then that's something.
Let's do something, Bob Klatwa, because
something.
we see you as someone and we will appoint you. If we had the power to appoint you as a councillor, but we know good to how politics works. But as communities, we can have that person that we appoint. But anyway, you know, we need to celebrate those people.
Absolutely.
Community managers.
Absolutely.
I mean, they bring a lot of awareness and leadership in our communities. So we need to celebrate them. If you see them, shake their hand.
Thank you.
Thank
you for your service. But you know now, but they come back and say, as Nabantu, they do recognize.
There's that man in my community. No, but he does the work, and I still owe him. I won't say his name. No, you know what he does? He's still so adamant about that thing of well, come CPF, those who escort people to taxis, patrollers. Yes,
I think there's this other. I think maybe we're talking about the same guy. Or
he passed the last time. No, there's another one, Nakukasiak. I won't mention his name.
Yeah, now I know
Poppy
the other
Act,
one.
you know.
I don't even know.
But he's so adamant. Yeah, so he does that thing.
Exactly.
You know, and I think people have stopped paying him. You know, the contributions that we have at the month end.
Crime rate has gone up.
Yeah, the crime rate has always been up, and he's still trying to combat it in his own way. And now he does it alone. He had a few people who would join him, but people get tired. Who's gonna wake up at 1 in the morning? Yeah, you know. But he still does it, and I feel bad for him. Man.
Shout out to him.
You know, shout out to him, definitely. But something else that happened back in 2022, guys, is that Spotify removed Neil Young's music from its streaming platform after the singer-songwriter gave them an ultimatum in objection to COVID-19 misinformation in Joe Rogan's podcast.
Wow.
We know Joe Rogan can sometimes be controversial on his platform.
True that.
You know, but Neil Young demanded that Spotify choose between hosting his music or continuing to platform Joe Rogan, whose podcast was criticized for spreading COVID-19 vaccine misinformation. When Spotify sided with Rogan, Young's catalog was removed, sparking a wider debate about corporate responsibility in curating content versus protecting free expression. The move drew support from other artists and public health advocates, while also highlighting the tension between streaming platforms, business interests, and their role in moderating misinformation. What do you think?
Hey,
Mr. B?
So I was looking at the catalog Apple Music versus Spotify.
Yeah.
So Apple Music has a much higher catalog compared to Spotify.
To Spotify, sure.
And I think the reason for that, okay, well, number one, because Jay-Z also started his own streaming platform.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Tidal.
Okay.
Tidal. So at first, some of the catalog wasn't there, but eventually it gave in to Spotify. But I think the real reason is that some artists ended up supporting people like Neil, where they themselves outright said, I'm going to take my catalog off Spotify.
Yeah.
Because of this reason. But the other reason is because at the time there was a huge debate of how artists are being paid using these online streaming platforms.
Yeah.
Right. So they felt they just want to boycott the weekend.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
But it just goes to show, Guti, even if he was right for born, Spotify. This is all about money.
Yeah.
And if Joe Rogan is pulling in numbers, why
and bringing
should
the eyeballs,
they-
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's a business decision more than anything else.
It's sad.
But
it's sad.
are we saying that making money and bringing eyeballs to the platform is more important than, possibly having Joe Rogan give out misinformation about such a huge thing that affected everyone globally?
Because they spoke out about misinformation.
Sure.
Remember, there was a time during that era where if you remotely said anything about
exactly, COVID-19,
jab, about the juice, ne? Even your YouTube channel could get flagged. Right? So if it was proven, Uguti, it was misinformation, then nothing was done about it.
Yeah.
So it just goes to show, Uguti, it's not a question of what, it's a question of who said it.
Yeah.
If it's you, Mo, you get taken down, you get cancelled. But if someone else says it, it's different.
Yeah. I mean, I also believe that this was a government's weapon that was formed against artists, because someone like Neil, COVID-19, they couldn't go around and go to concerts.
Sure.
Right. So they had to express how they are feeling.
Sure.
Right.
Sure.
These people right now, they are on closed doors and they're not used to, like, their money, their bread is out there.
Yeah.
So can you please also give me the freedom of expression to express my feelings on how I'm feeling? Because even the government is not. In SA, we had artists who complained that they did not get their relief funds. During COVID-19,
yes.
right?
Yes.
So a lot of them would come and say, guys, we feel like this COVID thing it's a scam, because there are people who are moving around, they don't even get COVID-19 and so and so. So it shows that when these things come, you are not allowed to say anything until you're told that this is a time that you need to do anything that you have to do. But with this, I also feel like it's also going too far in terms of the health hazards we are going to have. I mean, COVID-19 has taught us that if you say something or if you want to do something, I mean, you would be breaking the rules and you would be punished for that.
It's crazy work, man. But something else that also took place back in 2014 was the 56th Grammy Awards, where Macklemore and Ryan Lewis, Lorde as well, and Daft Punk won, right?
Yeah.
At the 56th Grammy Awards in 2014, all those people who are nominated with 5 wins, including Album of the Year for Random Access Memories and Record of the Year for Get Lucky by Macklemore and Ryan Lewis. They took home 4 awards, notably Best New Artist and Best Rap Album for The Heist, while Lorde earned Song of the Year and the Best Pop Solo Performance for her breakout hit Royals. So that's very, 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 very interesting, man. So those are some of the things that took place in history, right? So some of the things that we try to give you on a day-to-day basis. Like Mo would say that if Mr. Sibanyoni gave you a lacking history lesson, come to the Vuga Breakfast Show and we will absolutely plug you. On a day-to-day basis, we also know that there are people who are celebrating their birthdays. The first one that we have in celebrity birthdays this morning is none other than Ellen DeGeneres, who was born in Ellen is as old as my mother, guys. That's crazy. 58, well, a year younger, but that's crazy. And she's 68 this year. She rose to fame by being a comedian, a sitcom star, a talk show host, and of course an actress and a voice-over artist. Do you know the voice that she's most famous for?
The voice?
The voice that she gave to a character.
Is it like an animated movie?
Yes, animated movie.
Yeah, I know that there is an animated movie, but I don't know which one.
Finding Nemo.
Oh.
Finding Nemo was actually my first movie that I watched at the cinema.
Yeah.
I went with my brother years ago, and it was a random thing. I think him and I were driving somewhere, and he was like, no, let's quickly go into the movies, check out Finding Nemo.
Yeah,
and it was such a cool experience. I got back home and I was very excited.
Yeah.
But I was very surprised to find that she voiced Dory. That very irritating fish in Finding Nemo. And she did an amazing job, man.
So she was doing 2.
I think she did Dory.
Voice
Mr. B,
characters.
please find for us if there was more than one voice that Ellen DeGeneres voiced in Finding Nemo. But yeah, I know this one. This is Dory, the blue fish. Yeah. Very, very high energy fishman character in Finding Nemo. But this is the fish that Ellen DeGeneres, or the character that Ellen DeGeneres voiced. She is a married woman. But something interesting that you might not know about her is that she was the first openly gay actress to play an openly gay character on TV when her sitcom Ellen DeGeneres featured her groundbreaking coming out episode in 1997. Very, very, very interesting stuff. I know there were a couple of years just after COVID, or now in the 2020s. She was called out quite a couple of times, and I think that led to her show, the Ellen DeGeneres show, being pushed to end its tenure. Or she started having celebrity guest hosts, where I think it was a strategic decision. Ellen, it's because your name is not so great right now in the public space. And there were celebrities calling her out on the show because sarcastic,
with things that are very
very serious and sensitive stuff with the guests that you would have, But for the most part, I loved the Ellen DeGeneres show. It was a great show, man. Twitch was one of those people, Twitch, the dancer guy.
No?
What are these movies, man?
Step Up.
Yeah, I think he's in like one or two Step Up movies. But that was a great show. So happy birthday to Ellen DeGeneres.
Happy.
Someone else who's celebrating their birthday is Sasha Banks, who was born on this day back in 1992. She's turning 34 years today.
Okay.
She's the WWE superstar, and she's the first women's tag team champion alongside Bailey. Something interesting about her is that Sasha is the cousin of rapper Snoop Dogg, who helped inspire her wrestling persona, The Boss, man.
The Boss.
Very, very interesting stuff.
I hope she doesn't smoke weed. Because her cousin,
You know that video where Snoop Dogg gave a police officer weed?
No.
You don't know that?
That's how wild he can be.
Police, and he's smoking, and the officer standing here next to him, smoking. He's like, and that guy, guys, if Snoop Dogg hands you weed, there's no way that you can't smoke. You have to smoke. This is Snoop Dogg. This is Snoop Dogg, chief. If it was anyone else sharp, Snoop Dogg. He looks
like an inventor of the.
You have to smoke. You have to at least take 2 puffs of the smoke, man. Even if you're not a weed smoker, but you have to take 2 puffs
from Snoop.
I
mean, I would take it as healthy, the one that comes from Snoop Dogg. Like he's the expert when it comes to.
He's the connoisseur. Of weed. Yeah, very interesting stuff. Happy birthday to Sasha Banks. Nice one, man. The last one that we have this morning is Jose Mourinho. I know you're excited about this one.
Man.
Being a soccer fan yourself.
He's the boss also.
He's the boss.
Yeah.
In the soccer space.
Yeah.
Celebrating his birthday, he was born on 1963, or back in 1963 on this day. He's a renowned soccer manager. He led Inter Milan, I would assume, right?
Yeah.
Real Madrid and Chelsea, as well as Manchester United, to multiple titles. Jose Mourinho once famously snuck into a locker room and he hid inside a laundry basket to give his team a halftime talk while serving a touchline ban.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, so whenever you are suspended as a coach, you are forbidden from having contact with your players. You're not even supposed to talk to them. You're supposed to be there. The only thing that you can do is just to pass on the message to your technical team down there. But the problem is with passing the message is it never gets...
Doesn't relate.
Yeah, it doesn't relate. I can tell you to say, hey man, tell them to
We're not about coach says,
coach said you have to score. So he had to go snuck in and talk to the guys because I remember on his way he came across a cleaner. A cleaner was like, hey coach, you are not supposed to be here and you will get me in trouble. And they had like a deal and it was like, no, don't worry, I'm the boss, I'll do things for you, don't worry. And then the cleaner was like, it's fine, go in coach, but I'm only giving you 5 minutes. He went in there and then he gave the boys the motivational talk and they came back. Trust me, the difference that they made. Yes.
So Mo, I've got a question for you now.
Yeah.
the call center is considered one of the most stressful jobs.
Yeah.
Like an office job, right?
Yeah.
So it's considered one of the most stressful jobs out there. But have you seen our coach?
Yo, guys, coaching is stressful. Coaching.
Okay, Mo knows.
Yo.
Missed. Have you seen coaches?
I have.
Some eat their nails to the point
Out
where
of being nervous, yeah.
bleeds.
Yeah.
Others scratch.
Yeah,
their
Pep was
crack.
scratching himself.
They scratch the crack and then they smell it. It's true. Ask him. He'll tell you.
Why would you do that?
So there's a thing that Pep does. I mean, yo, man, it's so disgusting.
Guardiola.
Yeah. So if you pay attention to him, he likes playing with his saliva.
Yes.
You know, like the very white saliva. It shows that he's thirsty, but he wouldn't even go and drink some water. So he would, play with the saliva. Like that's his way of coping. This side, when you see Gavin Hunt, before the game, Gavin Hunt is a white man. Hey, but during the game, he turns pink. Pink Panther.
The Pink Panther.
It's stressful. Like, it's really stressful, guys. I mean, coaching is one of the stressful jobs in the world. And, shout out to Jose, because Pep, yes, he's the best. He went on to win Champions League with Barcelona, with Bayern, also with Man City. But Jose did it with Inter, Real Madrid, Chelsea, and also, Porto.
Oh, but
yeah, FC Porto.
Yes,
right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
That's crazy.
It's really not easy.
Crazy stuff.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to, getting one of the copy of his book. It's very interesting, talking about how he manages not only emotional, but the whole aspect of a person, because you're not dealing with someone in jail or no, just kick the ball. You're dealing with someone who has a family, who has a background, who has emotions and things like that. So happy birthday, man, to the
very
boss.
proper stuff. So to everyone who is celebrating their birthdays, a nice one. I see the book there is appearing on your screens. Jose Mourinho, Up Close and Personal. Nice one. So this is where he talks about the intricacies of being a football manager. That's cool, man. Very interesting stuff. So, to everyone who is celebrating their birthdays, whether today, throughout this week, or this past weekend, we as the Vuga Breakfast Show, the Vuga team, the Vuga Nation, we would love to say to you,
Happy birthday! Woohoo! Yeah!
Happy.
Hooray!
Nice one, man. And we hope that the year and the day has been a special one, or the year will be a special one, filled with love, laughter, and all things great.
Yeah, on Friday it was Cade's birthday as well.
Oh, shout out to Cade on Underground Radio, DBN.
Oh, yeah.
Cade was celebrating her birthday.
So I was listening to the show, and you said to Afroberry, guess who's growing up today? You said Kate. I was like, Nguni.
Oh, Kate.
Did I say Kate, Auntie? Oh, Kate, happy birthday, Kate. No, man.
Kate Thompson. Kate Thompson on Underground Radio, DBN, was celebrating her birthday this past Friday. Happy, huge belated birthday, Kate. We would love to say to you, this is a special one.
Happy birthday!
Yes,
Happy.
Yeah!
Hip, hip.
Hooray.
Hooray. Guys, Narissa and the team that side, guys, please tell us, what is it with celebrating your birthdays in December and January? Guys, almost every other week from December, there's been a birthday. So is it a thing? Like, is it a requirement maybe on Underground when you come and work and be part of the family and the team, that you have your birthday fall either in December or in January? There's so many of you. But Kate, we hope that the day was amazing. It was filled with laughter, love, joyful moments, great stuff, man. You absolutely deserve all the best that this world has to offer, and God willing, Mr. B has certified it, stamped it, put it in cement and in concrete. Maybe before March ends, before the first 3 months of the year is out, we're going to have visited Durban and come to Underground and spend some time with the Underground team, man. Yes, sir.
I feel like maybe they have reincarnated, right? Because if you would have, because there are people who celebrate like multiple birthdays. If I feel like I reincarnated in September 24th, then I'm going to celebrate my birthday.
Why would you have multiple birthdays?
I mean, I'm reincarnated. Being
Your
reincarnated doesn't mean you're going to come back and be born on the same day you were
Yes,
born.
obviously not.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what we're celebrating is that
The birthday.
the day that you came into this world.
Exactly.
Yeah, so you
Even
can't
when
have
I die, I
multiple.
come back.
So let's say my birthday is on the 6th of September, right?
Yeah.
And then I get reincarnated and my birthday falls on the 22nd of June.
Exactly.
So am I going to still celebrate the 6th of September?
Yes.
No, make it.
We all possess the star lines. Star signs. You know the star lines. The star signs that you see out there. Cancer. Like, we all have them, guys.
Yes.
Water has memory, so the birth canal has memory.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we are celebrating the day that you came into this world physically,
Sure.
not other days.
That was you being
but-
reincarnated
but
when you were born.
You've been here multiple times.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean that I have to recognize all those days.
Okay, so if you say
Choose to.
a birthday in this lifetime, sure. But
I like
if
that.
we are being reincarnated, it means we've got multiple birthdays.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does mean that, but it doesn't mean that we have to celebrate those multiple birthdays.
You
does
can.
it?
You can. I
So
mean,
in this
underground is
lifetime,
doing them.
sure, September 6th.
Yes.
Yep.
Right? Fair enough. There we go. So happy birthday to everyone, man. Share the birthdays of anyone that you might have either in your family, as a friend, or at work, perhaps even. If there is
Happy birthday, Beyonce.
Happy birthday, Beyonce. Guys, we have to talk to that guy. I no longer want Lalamani. I want that guy. Happy birthday, Beyonce. That guy's funny. Do you know that that's an actual song?
Really?
That's an actual song. That is sung by a choir. I'll find the song. It's just
Yeah.
that we won't be able to play it here.
birthday,
But
Beyonce.
Beyonce is an actual song. Happy birthday, Beyonce.
I mean, it's that sound is used in a sarcastic way, right? Because if we are eating, or maybe you don't like some things, like, "Hey guys, I don't like eating tin fish."
Yes.
People are like, "Happy birthday, Beyonce."
Do you see the one he posted before Christmas?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm a salati. I'm a car. Like, what is this guy? And why does he always take his videos like this on top of a car? It's like those adults. You know those adults that take pictures like this?
Yeah.
I'll post the picture now. Let me take the picture now.
Yeah.
And then we'll show it on screen.
It's always
like
the
those adults.
dad, yeah, the
Yes.
dad taking a photo, and it's always on the couch. I mean, he's tired, he's from work. He's like, you know what? I reckon can snap him more.
Yeah,
Let daddy
Abba
take a
poster.
picture.
Let daddy take a picture. That's funny.
Caption a bit after work.
Or like that one guy that we know who posts Julotism Latim on Facebook. You see what I meant when I said adults should not be on social media,
yeah,
guys.
Oh, that's my aunt. Eh?
Oh yes, I remember.
That's my aunt, man.
I remember you
Where's
mentioned.
your Facebook?
No, you've got multiple Facebook accounts.
I love this.
Why would you do that? Let me take the picture. Wait, take the picture like this.
I love this.
You also have to sort of like lean back. So
Yes. To give the double chin. Yeah.
double.
The comment. I will tell you, Jorge, Miss Tembi is better when it comes to commenting.
No, she is. Even
she is way better.
even
She matches our level.
her navigation. Of social media.
Yeah, ara ish, but baba kholo man, ish man, yeah,
No, guys.
things that they do.
After
I love
60.
this. I love you.
And then that's the picture. You see the picture. Then you'll see the
show.
picture. I don't take the picture like this.
Good show.
And then they use emojis, and then they don't know how to use emojis, and then they use the eggplant emoji. I love you, my baby. What are you saying?
Ish, ugogo shonile, then he puts the eggplant. Yeah, I mean,
take pictures like this.
Anyway, now maybe working at a radio station. At a station.
Guys, tune in.
Doing
the things here on the mic. on the microphone. That's funny, man. Very, very funny stuff. So happy birthday to everyone who is celebrating their birthdays. A couple of comments have come through on our YouTube comment section. The first one being from our very own mother, Mam Tembi, saying good morning, Vuga team, and to the Vuga Nation, and of course to our Underground Radio DBN team. Happy new week and new day. Hashtag Vuga Breakfast Show. Hashtag Sivugile on a beautiful sunny Monday morning. Be blessed, stay safe, and take care of yourselves. Hashtag happy 200 episodes Reavaya. Of course, absolutely. This is road to 200 more, Mam Tembi, and hopefully by the end of, not hopefully, it is absolutely going to happen. By the end of the year this year, we would have celebrated 200 more, and we would have been on 400 plus episodes, man, which is crazy stuff. And then our sister Zinzi comes through saying, good morning, Vuga family, Underground Radio DBN. Sivugile on this new week. Hope you all had a lovely weekend and wishing you a blessed day ahead. Hashtag Vuga Breakfast Show. Nice one, Zinzi. Hello. And then Buhle comes through. Hello, Buhle. Buhle says, good morning, Vuga team. Hashtag Vuga Breakfast Show. Hashtag Sivugile. Happy Monday. Happy. Nice one. Mam Tembi comes back and she says, today is MZ. Yes, man. The boys are back, man. Broadcasting boys are up and running and giving you your daily dose of positivity. Nice one. And then she comes back and she says, lol, Mr. Mist, sorry about that.
Wonder what was that?
Maybe she watched earlier.
When you run out of transport
money, I think I'm assuming. Askis. No. Funny stuff. Hello, Miss Q Rams. How's it going? Miss Q Rams comes through and she says, good morning, Vuga Nation. Hope you are all well today. Happy Monday and happy week to you all. And then Zinzi comes back and she says, lol, Musi, so spot on with that picture. Hey, but it's on the mic. 10 years from now, I'm going to be those adults. On the mic, on the microphone.
I mean, even when you are dead, Dad, where are you? I'm home.
Video call. That's funny stuff.
Mom, it's a video call.
Where do I press? Do you know that guy? That one guy. I don't want to say he's ugly. Like, for instance, when a newborn baby is not such a beautiful baby. We don't want to say. What are you guys saying? Like when the baby is not when the baby is not so good looking. So there's this guy who trended for a little while. But he's not so pretty, right? He's not such a great looking guy. And girls would hide their faces. And he liked posting videos, taking videos, like maybe on cruises, somewhere in an expensive hotel.
Yeah.
Do you know that guy? And then Pops and Pop-Pops did a skit about that guy. You know, do you remember that guy?
Robert. I think it was Robert.
Or something like that.
I think even Skumba made a joke like, because Nabi now
was he singing that song?
With
girls
girls
behind him. Yes.
Skumba was like, I hate that song because of Robert. Because it was like, Baba, impumulo be screens.
And it goes, why would you do that? And then about 2 years ago, there was that actor guy. You know that guy? Pops did a video about him. Yo, I'm from Bakone. Do you know that actor guy? I'll find those videos. We'll play them. But very, very, very funny stuff. 29 minutes after the hour, 9 o'clock on a Monday morning. We've been having so much fun, guys, this morning. But something was invented, right? And it has significantly improved our lives, and it just showed itself in the picture that I just took and showed you on the screen. So inventions that have been created and have improved our lives significantly, as a society. One of those things is camera phones. Today, I can be fully employed by just using my phone.
Yeah.
And it just proved itself in the picture that you just saw on the screens. The first commercially available camera phone was Sharp's JSH04, which was launched back in the year 2000. That's crazy, 26 years ago now. This invention allowed users to take photos on the go marking the beginning of a new era in mobile communication and photography. That's crazy.
So this was the
crazy.
first camera phone,
Yes.
or the first phone to have a cam.
Yes.
Wow. In
Yes.
2000.
Back in 2000.
Wow.
When you were born. That's crazy. No?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
camera phones are as old as you are. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I mean,
Very
when I
crazy.
was born, invention was also invented.
Oh, you
Right.
invented along with the
Yeah,
camera
I
phone.
came with the inventions. Alright, guys, Mo is here. We need to do better.
Hey, nice one. I love that.
Let's
I love
do
that.
better.
I love that. So that's what was invented back in the year 2000. 22 minutes after the hour, 9 o'clock. What I want us to do, because we've been talking for a while, man, and we need to grab a glass of water and rehydrate because it's quite sunny and warm outside. We're still in the season of summer. My favorite, ultimate, absolute favorite season of the year. So let you and I and the rest of the team see each other right after this. Let's pay our bills and don't change that dial. Yes, sir.
What's up, fam? You chilling with your boy Mweketi Maimane, aka Max for maximum temperature. I am the son of Mother Nature.
Ako sa namtlakase reberekisa generator.
Let's go.
My name is Naomi P. Umkabayi, Gamakosazana.
Hang out with myself, the one and only MOOCEE Mist. My name is Lucy Mist.
So don't you tell me I am selfish just because I look out for myself. I've been working hard.
It is 25 minutes past 9. Still giving you that daily dose of positivity, accompanied by your energetic start to your day. Great sounds from a soft boy saying, "I told you so." What I need you to do is to connect with us throughout our social media platforms. We are Voga Breakfast Show on all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. It's Voga Breakfast Show. Right now, we are live on YouTube. Just tell your friends that they need to subscribe so that they can also have their share of that daily dose of positivity. WhatsApp line is open if you want to send your voice note through the discussions that we are having. The number to dial is 060-493-3226. That's 060-493-3226. Of course, we still have a lot to unpack. But let me just introduce a conversation we're going to have after we have went through our word of the day. Today we're going to be talking about the subscription fatigue. How many is too much subscription? You have Netflix, you have Showmax, you have Amazon, you have, what is it?
Prime, Apple TV,
you have Disney, you know,
Disney
you
Plus,
have all of them. So for you, how many is too much subscription? We are going to be discussing that. If you have, of of course, your thoughts or your sentiments on that subject. Please come through and let us know how many is too much subscription according to you.
Yes, sir. 26 minutes after the hour 9 o'clock on a Monday morning, the 26th of January 2026. And what we can't leave the show with doing is not give you the word of the day. Because on a day-to-day basis, we try to provide you and give you words that are aimed at improving both yours and our day-to-day spoken languages, our vocabularies, and ultimately our day-to-day speech patterns. And today is no exception whatsoever. And the word for this Monday morning is probity. Probity. All right, probity. We'll find probity. We'll find the correct pronunciation because I'm very big on that. And this word is a noun, and how you spell this word is as follows: Probity. That's Probity. The definition of this word is the following: the quality of having strong moral principles, honesty and decency. The quality of having strong moral principles, honesty and decency. That's the definition of this word. How you can use it in a sentence is as follows: her probity anchored the team, steady, unwavering, quietly powerful. Her probity anchored the team, steady, unwavering, quietly powerful.
Yeah.
Similar words include integrity, uprightness, and sincerity. Integrity, uprightness, and sincerity. The word is probity. It is a noun and it is spelled Probity. Talk to me.
Wow.
Sentence usage.
I love this word, man. Like, I really love this word because I believe that as it is Monday, right? If you do not have strong morals, principles, you're going to have a bad week ahead of you.
Okay.
Right? So a lot of people, and I think Monday is also built for people to have the quality of probity. Right? So yeah, that's how I put it. But I know that a lot of teams, a lot of athletes, a lot of artists, they have lost their careers. They've lost their
because of lack of probity.
Because of lack of probity.
I see you.
Right.
I see you.
So yeah, that's why I really love. I wish we could expand more on this.
On
but
this
yeah,
word,
yeah, that's where I'm going to.
Let's try to find the correct pronunciation, right? And this is the word
probity.
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 I was right.
Yeah.
I was right. I wasn't too
probability.
Probity.
Probity.
Yeah, probity.
You lack probity, wait, man.
We're not probity, wait. That's funny. It's an inside joke, guys. Don't mind us. It's funny. I look forward to the rancho. Or maybe we're going to experience it. But we're not. But yeah, that's the word for this morning. Mr. B, I know you didn't really catch the thing, but the definition is the quality of having strong moral principles, honesty, and decency. Probity. Similar words include integrity, uprightness, and sincerity. Sentence usage, when you think about it: the quality of having strong moral principles.
Please repeat that.
Your probity is unmatched.
It's unmatched.
Right. It's second to none. I love that. Very, very cool stuff. Talk to us. How would you use this word in a sentence? Probity. Probity. It is a noun, and it means that it is the quality of having strong moral principles, honesty, and decency. I would love to hear from you. Use the hashtag Vuga Breakfast Show across all our social media platforms. But you can also send through your voice notes by dialing the number 060-493-3226. That's 060-493-3226. So still spending some great quality time with us right here on the Vuga Breakfast Show, brought to you by the Blanco Network, where we give you your daily dose of positivity that is accompanied by an energetic start to the day, where radio meets TV only and exclusively on the Vuga Breakfast Show. So let's jump straight into the conversation.
Yeah.
What we want to talk about right now is how much is too much in terms of, or rather regarding the subscriptions that you and I and everyone else has, right? Mo mentioned quite a few. Now we know that Wi-Fi is a must.
Yeah.
Life is so slow without Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
So Wi-Fi is the first thing, whether you are using Vuma or whether you are using these other networks, right? You are you have registered for these other things, these other platforms. So there's Wi-Fi, there is streaming platforms. I know I have Netflix, I have Disney Plus. I'm not sure about Prime. I'm still on the fence about signing up for Prime.
Yeah.
You know, but we have a lot of subscriptions. There are still people out there who are still subscribed and make use of DSTV. That's another one, right? As much as it's going through a phase where numbers are declining, but there are people who still make use of DSTV.
Yeah.
There's also things like Showmax, all right, which is also on the rise now. People are making use of Showmax like no one's business. But you could also be subscribed, which you should be. You should be subscribed to the Vuga Breakfast Show, so that you can get our exclusive content and be a member. So that when you comment on YouTube, we have a star next to your name. But there's also our online subscriptions. Gaming subscriptions are a thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Of course.
Podcasts are a thing. Music subscriptions are also a thing. Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube Music, and things of that nature. There's also, what else, Mr. P? Software subscriptions, yes. If you are someone who is big on computers and the online space, where we have quite a few of those
editing
things,
softwares,
things of that nature, Epidemic Sound, CapCut Premium, Opus Clip Champ, all those kinds of subscriptions. So what is too much subscriptions, do you think? And then there's also people who subscribe to fans only, guys. There's also subscriptions where you must submit yourself, right?
Yes.
How can the tiger that is very cheap, where you pay 5 rands to access the space. I get about 5 rands. I've never visited the place, but yes, what is too much? Where you feel like I don't know what's at. What do you think? Talk to me.
I think for me personally, I'm not someone, because I've noticed, right?
Sure.
When it comes to my YouTube, I'm getting overwhelmed with so many YouTube channels that I've subscribed to, right? Sure. That itself, it's overwhelming. So I'm just thinking, if when I get to the part where now I'm starting to pay for other subscriptions,
sure,
because at home Netflix, yes, it's shared. Sometimes I do contribute, for it to be paid.
Sure.
Yeah, we do have Netflix, and of course we have DSTV and the internet. So for now, I feel like life, it's more easy with those subscriptions.
Just the 3.
Yeah. But now it also comes with I'm here, I'm working,
most of the time.
I'm working, yeah. And then you would have your Netflix that's there at home that needs you to be, in front of the screen and watch the content that's being uploaded, right? So I would say, in terms of being too much, when it comes to streaming platforms, I feel like 3 is too much. At least stick with 2, maybe Netflix, Apple TV, or the others, because in terms of the content that you consume, remember that for other people, there's like news content. I'd rather subscribe to ENCA. There's News 24 and other subscriptions. When it comes to music, for someone who is working, it's unnecessary for you to have YouTube Music and Spotify Modimo. Add a teaser on top of that. It's really unnecessary.
You think so?
It's really unnecessary. But guys, you are working 9 to 5. The only time you get to listen to music, it's when you're going to work and when you're coming back from work.
Sure.
You understand? Sure. So it's really unreasonable. That's why for someone who is, working in a space where it allows them, they can do that. But when now you can't, right? Also, there's storages. There are people who pay for storage. Right?
Oh, yes.
There's people who pay for storage also. They subscribe to that. And okay, for me, in order to consume this much content, I need to install apps that I'm going to subscribe into and, of course, pay into. So, yeah, most, when it comes to entertainment, 4, 7, 8. There are people who do that. That's too much.
Why do you feel it's too much, though?
It's too much.
Sometimes you also have a lover as a subscription because the day you don't give money she shuts off.
Yeah, the services are not.
The services are not there. It's a subscription.
I hear you.
But they don't say it outright. Look, for as long as you do this, then you've got access to the services.
Yeah.
But the moment you stop paying, like
the
your
subscription.
Netflix,
yeah,
suspend you.
It's like rent.
As long as it's siyahlukana, but I'm not available.
Yeah.
Right. So there's also that subscription.
I hear you.
It's there.
But right now there's entertainment. There's like sports, because also in sports, you know, there are separate subscriptions that you can subscribe to. The one that I know, Kibo Sky Sports, you know, BBC Sports, even Super Sport, they also have their own packages where you can subscribe to the app, you know, to get daily content. The reason I'm saying it's becoming too much is because the reason they say pay, it's because the more people pay, the more content they, you know, make. So imagine now you're paying for over 5, you know, subscription entertainment. Like every time there's new series, season 1 to season 12, season 1 to season 23. I mean, can you really juggle those? Like, can you really watch everything?
I mean, it used to be easy where you had DSTV. So for all things movies, DSTV, sports, DSTV, Indaba, DSTV,
all packaged
entertainment, music videos. But manje, it is fragmented.
People are spoiled for choice now.
Yeah,
it's heavily fragmented, and as a result, that's where you end up having 7, 10 subscriptions. Yeah,
I think it's quite subjective. I think
it is,
and I think it depends. It very dependent on individual to individual. You know, where I would feel if I have 10, I need 5 more. You know, because I'm making use of this, that, and the other. So if you're someone who doesn't really make use of a lot of things, you would not be subscribed to these platforms or these tools, if you will. But if you're like the Vuga Breakfast Show and you need editing software, you need music, you need all these things, man, to make this, we would be required to have those subscriptions. You know, where I could be at home on my laptop and I would need Opus, I would need Clipchamp, and I can't access the studio. Okay, it's over the weekend. I don't want to come to studio and work from the studio. I want to work from home. So I would need to have my own subscription. You know, things like, what do you call this, for making spreadsheets and things of that nature. You know, I'm sure there are subscriptions, right?
Microsoft 365.
What you want to learn, things of that nature. Yeah. AI tools as well.
AI tools, ChatGPT. In fact, even with OpenAI, so they've been bleeding money for quite some time. So in fact, the CEO founder said that he doesn't want to resort to the ad model, which is basically the freemium model, where you, just like YouTube, you get to see an ad first and then they serve you the video, and then sometimes you see ads in between. So even with the ChatGPT manje, they're saying ChatGPT might have ads now because they tried the whole subscription model where you pay $20 a month, close to 400 rand.
Oh wow,
a month. Yes. I mean, it's something I subscribed to once, but that was with Copilot, so it's close to 400 rand a month, and it's worth it for me. But I discontinued because I'm like, you know what? These AI features, nalezi is free from ChatGPT, from Gemini, from Copilot. Why should I pay? What do you call this? ChatGPT. So but people are no longer wanting to subscribe. So they're opting for a ad model as a revenue model. But then people are just like, we've got a lot of subscriptions. Next thing I need to pop out an extra 400
extra on top of that, right? I mean, a lot of things and services right now, they're just being boxed into these subscriptions, right? I also feel like it needs to make sense, you know. Let it be part of something that you do. I mean, for people who go to the gym, I mean, you need music, right? So have that subscription going on, have your Spotify or have your YouTube Music or whatever subscription platform that is out there, right? But for someone who is not home, you know, but you've subscribed to Netflix, You don't even watch movies.
Yeah.
You're just doing it for the fact that or when you get at work, your colleagues talk about, hey, you know, Netflix, there's this and this and this. You know you don't love those things, but now you are subscribing to a point that you don't understand where is the money going. I mean, people know where their money is going. It's just that they subscribe to things that they don't understand. Right? I mean, it's you there. Because I there's this one. A lot of our parents make the mistake of subscribing by mistake. When you are using these cell phone networks, they will tell you to subscribe for ringtone. You know?
I know with my friend's grandmother.
Yeah.
I know with my friend's grandmother, may her soul rest in peace. Beautiful lady, man. From time to time, she would call me, Muzi, you know, because these kids pressed buttons that they don't know and press things and subscribe to things that they don't know. So every now and again, I would have to call the network provider to cancel
cancellation
the subscription, you know, because it's daily subscriptions where it costs about 2 to 5 rands.
It's
daily,
a lot
of your airtime.
It's a lot.
So it's like 25 rands a week, right? And that's a lot of airtime, man.
It's
and 25 rand, that seems insignificant. But I mean, 25 times 4, which is 100 rands. 5 days.
They are benefiting.
7 days. So I'm thinking weekdays. Yeah, I'm thinking weekdays. Imagine a month, you know. So that's crazy. So there are those kinds of things where we have to be careful of the things that we click. You know. Read before. Bo MTN Lite, what. Or press the link. Pressing that link automatically subscribes you.
Stand a chance to win a car. Can't bank the airtime now.
Also, tell banks you remember that ad? SMS that's funny.
SMS cost.
But yeah, man, it's those kinds of things. So talk to us. What do you think is too much subscriptions, man? I think subjective, like I mentioned.
Yeah.
I have quite a few. But I haven't paid Netflix in a couple of months because it's that exact thing that you mentioned, that I'm barely ever home.
Yeah.
And I ended up, even having paid it, I didn't make use of Netflix because I found that the content is no longer giving for me. Most of the content. It's like, guys, even the things that they suggest for you, it's like, no.
I mean, right now they're winning with resurfacing like old movies, old series.
Old series,
you get to watch those, right, in a much better quality, right? So I think that's where, but I don't know if they are through with the deal they had with acquiring Warner Bros. Because people can't wait.
Oh yes, I heard that.
Right.
Yes, I heard that.
Yeah, I mean, for a
a
lot of people, that is going to be a win-win situation. Whereby, now I know what I'm paying for. Right, I'm going to watch a lot of content. Even the one that I missed. So we know that when it comes to this, there are a lot of shockers. Right, so many people don't even know how many subscriptions they have. If you ask anyone how many subscription are you paying for, they'll say 2 or 3. When they actually check their bank statement, it's often 6, 7, or 8 more.
Crazy.
Right, 99 rand here, 150 there. And it really adds up, right? So each subscription sounds small on its own. It's just the price of a quarter or a drink, but stack them together and some households are spending more on subscription than on insurance and savings or school fees, right? So the first one, I can't even enjoy it syndrome. A lot of people say they are subscribed to multiple platforms, but they're too busy, too tired.
Enjoy those subscriptions.
Yes.
Yeah, like we mentioned.
And sometimes we face load shading.
Oh, yes.
Right? So they're paying for content and tools they rarely use. It's like paying rent for rooms you never enter. Right? Admin fatigue. Cancelling is often a mission. Long calls, right? Online forms, waiting on hold. So people stay subscribed not because they love the service, but because they're too tired to fight it. There's a question they ask you: why do you want to unsubscribe? It's like,
it's not working.
There's no lot of content. Like, don't worry, we will give you a lot of content. Like,
guys, I'll stress.
Understand?
Yeah.
Right. So how we ended up here for years is that subscription felt like freedom. No need to buy CDs DVDs or expensive software once off, you could sign up quickly, enjoy instantly, and cancel anytime. Streaming and software subscription felt more flexible than the old ways of doing things. But slowly, almost without noticing, we moved from 1 to 2 subscription to everything being a subscription: TV, music, fitness, news, storage, software, even groceries and learning platforms. What started as convenience has turned into a constant monthly obligation, right? I mean, it speaks to a lot of people out there to say, "Ish, guys, now canceling it's part of everything." When you dive deep, having those subscription also, it really takes a lot from you, you know, as an individual. Not knowing yeah, it was fun at first when I subscribed, but now it's no longer fun. But I keep on paying because they don't care. Those people, they don't really ask you, how are you doing?
The gym.
Yeah, I was about to say the gym where they sign you up for 3 years.
Yeah,
and then after that you are liable to pay for it. But guys, can I pay for the month? And if I see either I'll be traveling or I will not be gymming here, I should not be paying for my gym.
Yeah.
But the Mazuk I should know if you've got a gym membership, it's for 3 years.
I know my friend's my friend's sister signed up for a gym company, and she had to pay I think a 2-year subscription, and she only went there 3 months. And not consistently at that point, you know.
Imagine.
So that's crazy. That's crazy. Even man, streaming platforms. That's why I'm on the fence about signing up for Prime, because DSTV bilanga se considered Netflix versus Disney Plus versus Prime. I think you would have an adequate amount of content, you know. But I'm on the fence. Disney, the reason was specifically for Marvel, right? Because you know that the Marvel Cinematic Universe or Marvel Studios signed or have a deal, I think, or a collaboration or something with Disney. So it was specifically for that. But once I went through it, I found there's actually interesting stuff here. But Disney, they are not there. And I have to go to Prime. And Prime also has its own exclusive content that's only available on Prime. You know? So that's very interesting, man.
It is. I mean, one of the ways of luring people into this subscription, and I call it a smartest way, a trial.
Oh yeah.
No free trials.
Yeah, free trials.
Yo.
And they show you how enjoyable it is.
And trust
then after
me,
the 7 days or after the 2 months or the 1 month,
I think it's program like that to say, when he is or she's on a free trial, give them best content.
Proper.
Best.
They'll
that they would
out,
never look back up until they debit. Like, yo, Nkosiam, Titanic.
550 euros. Jumanji. Scary movie. Those kinds of things.
I mean, you go down and then you start to realize, no, man, it looks nice from the outside up until you are inside.
Yeah.
That's why we go on these piracy and download movies and no, guys, subscription is too much. It's the same thing that people were complaining about on DSTV to say, guys, you are repeating the same content. What are we paying for? We are
TV license.
You understand? So what are we paying for?
Yeah.
I mean, you can't have omnibus in Kosia.
Omnibus. Generations omnibus.
They do too much.
Omnibus.
During the week for school kids.
Sorry?
It used to be for school kids.
Well, yeah.
Because it made sense back then, not now, man.
During let's say it's weekdays, obviously as a school kid you
peak
can't
time
watch.
TV, you should be sleeping at the time.
You should be sleeping, so you can catch up your weekend.
Move and go omnibus.
But another thing that I've seen is with your YouTube subscriptions.
Yeah.
Now there's YouTube as in subscribing to YouTube Premium, but there's also subscribing to a channel.
YouTube,
now these words are the same.
Yeah.
It's a subscription.
Yeah.
But then people now, multi-man, subscribe to my YouTube channel. No.
They think it's
free.
Money. It's for free when you subscribe.
But I've also seen Uguti, the way content is moving, manje, even a subscription on a YouTube channel is a lot.
Yeah.
Because like you mentioned, you've subscribed to a lot of YouTube channels. So when someone says subscribe, it's like, ish, do I really have to? And if yes, then it means it has to be engaging content. But I don't think people are giving away subscriptions, man, for free.
Subscribe in terms of being a paying member of the channel, or subscribing in terms of just following and getting notifications when the channel is active.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, do you subscribe to any other channel in
Yeah.
J?
Well, not in J.
Or do you pick and choose?
Not in J. I mean, the content, like you just said, has to be engaging, and it has to be content that when it pops up on my notification panel,
you're more likely
I
to
want
watch.
to go into and check. What's Manele doing now? What's this video about?
Hence, we would have our Talks Line studio where if someone's using another person's account to watch content,
Changes the algorithm.
It changes the algorithm. Next
Absolutely.
thing, it's like Yabona Manj. It's showing me bears.
Manje, so you're being recommended isn't this out things that you have no interest in whatsoever, and it takes
My
a while. It takes a
grandfather
while
married my
to
sister.
go back, revert to how the algorithm was for you. Yeah.
Right. So even if it's not money, because that's the point I'm trying to get across. Even if it's not money related,
It's time.
But for you to subscribe to something, manje, it is much more like the weight of the subscription button is more heavy. I don't just subscribe.
Yep.
Can we identify following people on social media as subscriptions as well?
It
You
is.
know, where
Yeah, because
you
there's,
follow the
there's people I
content.
don't want to see, honestly.
Yeah.
there's this lady. I jumped onto this live, I think 2 weeks ago, a week or 2 weeks ago on TikTok. And so the people were like, musicians, singers mostly. They were like, let's follow each other, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I followed quite a few. I went through their profiles, checked their pages. Okay, it's cool. And there's this lady, man. When you go to your friends who've uploaded on your TikTok, it's only her now who's appearing on my feed now.
Remember, we've got someone who once came and sat in the very same chair that you're sitting on.
Sure.
And Erban, his Facebook isn't that great.
So that man neki wa guy, you know. Opposed and you to some like.
Right? So why would I subscribe to that? Like, honestly. Or follow.
And obviously they will tell you to follow them on the social media platform.
Follow me on my page, guys. You should welcome back to my YouTube channel. Things of that nature. Like, I don't want to see that on a Monday morning. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And then you show me a vlog of you going to KFC over the weekend.
I mean,
guys, no.
there are people who want followers just to get the numbers,
Yes.
right? And there are people who are like, guys, I need people who are going to engage in my, content, right? I'm doing this content for you guys. That's why when they're facing burnout, they say, "Ish, guys, I'm doing this for you." But I think it's time for you to understand that I need to take a break. I need to take, some time to myself so that I can really understand where am I actually going with this whole thing, right? But we have seen, man. We have seen. I mean, with me on my side, they have learned that people consume so much content nowadays. I mean, if you are someone who's following sports, your YouTube is going to be flooded with notifications.
Sports notifications.
Every day. Like we talk sports, everything is sports. With other channels, they'll tell you that, guys, we only upload once a week, right? I mean, like that, subscription does make sense. But now I have to be glued in my screen each and every day because you dropped an episode. You dropped this. You dropped a video. You dropped a shot and things like that. So it's really becoming too much, and it's now loading into us
Overwhelming.
mentally.
Yeah.
So some of the things, of course, man, that comes with this is the mental load and decision fatigue. You are constantly asking, should I keep DSTV or move fully to streaming? Should I downgrade Netflix but keep Showmax? Am I really using this music streaming, or can I live without radio or free YouTube? All these tiny money decisions add to the stress we already have with rent, food, transport, and school fees. So when it comes to guilt and FOMO mixed together, you feel guilty paying for services you rarely use, but you also feel FOMO if you cancel, and then everyone is talking about a show or a feature you don't have, so you stay and the fatigue
grows. Absolutely. Yeah, I've noticed that.
Yeah.
I've noticed that, and it's just about having discipline and being very highly self-aware, and not letting things like FOMO affect you. There's quite a few things. Like I remember, I'm stretching the term subscription, but I remember when you remember the channel on DSTV started putting out local content, and there were so many series and dramas and soapies. That's magic, right? Even Mnet started playing these dramas and stuff like that, and everyone was subscribed to those shows. They knew on a Monday, weekday evening at 9, there's this show that plays, and tomorrow morning at school or at work we talk about it, and whatever. I was never into it. Things like Game of Thrones. I was never subscribed to Game of Thrones like that, and I've never sat and watched an entire episode from start to finish. Not to say it's bad.
Even though there was a hype about it.
Exactly. So that was a form of subscription as well, I think. So it's just about being highly self-aware, I think, and not letting those subscriptions get to you in that way where you find yourself clicking on the subscribe button. But the one thing that I will say, click on the Vuga Breakfast Show subscribe button. You need to be a member, a paying one at that, a paying one. The least amount that you can pay is just a cup of coffee that costs just 6 rands, guys, $5.99 a month. $5.99 a month is not a lot. And then the highest tier that we have, which is platinum, I think, or something like that, name Mr. B, which is about 30 rands, $29.99 a month. It's not too expensive, man. Tell them right about now, 57 minutes after the hour, 9 o'clock. 3 minutes shy of 10 o'clock as we say goodbye. But what I want to leave you with is some words of affirmation and inspiration right here on the Vuga Breakfast Show. And one thing that I have for you is that small steps create big change. Ooh. Small steps create big change. Don't take that for granted. Small steps create and make a big change. I was a great man. You'll get there eventually. Just one or two, and you'll absolutely see the change taking place in your life. A very nice quote that I have for you on this last Monday of the month of January 2026 is that in this year of 2026, your attention is your first act of ethics. What you choose to notice and what you deliberately release is where leadership begins. And this one is by Dr. Lina Mbata. By Dr. Lina Mbata, and she says in 2026, your attention is your first act of ethics. What you choose to notice and what you deliberately release is where leadership begins. Very, very inspirational stuff, man. And I think it hits home and is totally relatable. So it's been great being in your presence on this lovely morning. And I'm excited and I can't wait to see what the rest of the week has in store for us right here. We're Radio Miss TV, only and exclusively on the Vuga Breakfast Show, brought to you by the Blinko Network. But what you can also do is jump onto that underground Radio DBN URL, right? Or you can also download the app either on Play Store or on iOS. It makes no difference whatsoever. You'll still get to that exclusive content that we give to you on a day-to-day basis, man. Your daily dose of positivity that is accompanied by an energetic start to the day. Having spent some great quality time with myself, the one and only MOOCEE Mist. My name is Musi Mist. I'm happy, I'm excited, and I've been so pleased that you have been both in your presence and in your company. Tomorrow morning, same time, same place, and where we continue having a great energy exchange. Mondays are where momentum begins. Stay safe, stay cautious, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. Mr. Mo.
Leaving you with the great sounds of Bonafide.
Hey.
Heartbeats up and down, I'm in a gambling phase. We're going round and round, it's a trampoline stay. Oh, it's like I never run out of breath, and I don't care if we make a mess. It doesn't matter what's coming next. So can we just be bonafide? Girl, you got me waking up confused, lost in